Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Strixhaven story, a Patreon campaign. Shout out to all the lovely people that you see here on the screen. They are our Patreons. Thank you to all of our Patreons. Because of them, everything that we do here is made possible. All of the one-shots, two-shots, three-shots, and marathons on this channel. If you are interested in what you can get for being a patron, you can use the exclamation point Patreon in the chat. We also have a YouTube. You can find all of the previous episodes of Strixhaven and our other campaigns over there at Stelluna TV. And also, if you want to interact with the game, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can hang out in chat, and you can shitpost, you can lurk, you can do all the fun Twitch stuff to get points, which you can turn into a reroll die or advantage die called a blessing to the player of your choice. This can help them in a pinch. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. Yeah. And I want to say thank you so much, ZombieFighter 89, for a card draw for everyone. So we're going to be starting off this episode very spicy.
That's stressful. Is it going to be part of our intros?
Yeah, let's turn it. Let's make it fun. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll start off with Zombie. Tell me when to stop.
Oh, okay. Stop, please.
Ooh.
I don't know how to interpret that. Ooh.
You drew the brand new "You're Fired" card.
You drew the
Oh,
Fates card.
Oh.
This is the most powerful card in the deck. Look at that.
Most powerful game.
Capitalism won this time. Damn.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Tell us all about you,
Guys.
please.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I am Z. I'm just the name you like to call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips to the of discretion. Today I play Alexander Thume, who I've so far been undefeated by this, and I continue to say this because one day I will be defeated, but I don't know when it will be. It's a mystery, and you're going to be all along for the journey for it. If you're so inclined, speaking of capitalism, if you're so inclined, you can follow me on Twitter or on Blue Sky, ZombieFighter 89. If you go there, there is a post. In that post is a Google Doc sheet, which I just actually updated with today's video, which I think is one of the better promo videos that I've done. I use kind of special effects and some sound effects and all that. And if you look at that video and you go, wow, that's pretty cool. I would kind of like that for my channel. Well, come find me. Hi. DMs or there's an email in there somewhere too. You can find me. I am available to be hired, and I hope that you have awesome content. We can make all kinds of cool stuff together.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Willow.
No. Don't look at me like that.
I don't know what you're going to draw.
I don't know either. Last time I fell into a pit. Stop. Not a pit again.
You've drawn the Eurali card, which means we're going to have a backstory flashback with you, probably.
Oh no.
It's probably
My
going to
backstory
be
is really
sad.
tragic and recent.
And recent.
Dry. Oh no.
It's your turn to say the stuff.
Oh yes, hi everybody. I am Willow. You can find me at Ariana's Weave on Twitter and Blue Sky. I am working on my own social deduction TTRPG, Ripper X Reaper. What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss? I play Melody. She's a Warforged Barbarian and about to be a little sadder than she was 10 seconds ago.
Yep.
Shit.
V.
Hi, what's up? What do you want?
Yeah, card draw.
Oh, do I have to? It's gonna be a really bad one. It's gonna be like
I
the
had
worst
to.
one. All right, stop.
You drew the star card.
Oh,
You get to
that
increase.
sounds good.
Again.
Again. You drew this yesterday. You get
Right,
to,
keep it up. I love it.
you get to add +1 to one of your stats. You cannot exceed 24.
Whoa.
Go ahead and do that now. Just
Very good.
get that out of the way. But after, no,
Ooh.
not right now. Do it after
Oh.
you say your stuff.
Oh, wait, okay. Hey, I'm VertigoCross, or V. I'm a variety game streamer over on Twitch. This is my bird, Lavelli. On this stream, I play the Storm of Beginnings, chromatic blue dragon sorcerer, who is shy and has a big hat, and as we left off, was very sleepy.
Thank you. Now add it to your character sheet. Okay. Vivi is unfortunately unable to join us today, but I'll draw her card for her. She got the key card. She gets a magic item.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
All right, Mathis.
Hey, I do that. This bow.
There's a card that I specifically want. Stop.
Oh, you drew the balance card.
That's not what I wanted.
No, this means you basically go to half HP and half spell slots.
We're starting in
Unless,
combat.
wait,
Nuh-uh.
wait.
Now you have balance in your
Mathis,
life.
you have to put all of your stats under half before we start, then you'll just go back up.
That's true.
We're starting in the
Good.
middle of combat, though.
Yeah, I'm getting punched in the face actively.
Mathis, don't worry about this right now. We'll have that come into play later. But go ahead and tell us about you.
Yeah. Hi. I'm Mathis. I played a druid, so that wouldn't have been like horrible. You can find me at Blue Sky and Twitter at Mathis Shees, and I play Tomarix, they them, a little Genasi druid trying to figure a lot of stuff out, and they are in a bit of a pickle right now, but it's worth it because they're trying to help a dude find his wife. So, for Jenkins.
Indeed. You are, in fact, trying to help a dude find his wife. Last time, we left off over here in the Captain Dapplewing's manor. In the
You're not allowed
attic.
to look it up. You have to say it from memory.
You're crazy.
A boulder falls from the sky.
Oh yeah? My dexterity just went up to 18. Let's go.
Oh, whoa. That's
But what if I
What
make it so that the
game are
fate
we
happens
playing?
where
Wizard.
Melody doesn't touch the dress, huh?
I-
What if I
here you
fade
go.
it
Is now
so it doesn't touch the dress?
17.
Here you go. Make a
Dragon
strength
powers
save.
go.
I forgot.
Strength save. Wait,
Storm
no, it's
Mace.
-2.
I forgot
Oh, yeah,
Storm's
my-
Dex was so high.
My legendarily bad initiative.
Yeah, we rolled for initiative last time, so we're just going to go right into the meat of it. Melody, as you reach out towards this mannequin and this very strange looking dress, there's a whirring of click, 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 as these many arms come unfolding. This construct made out of what appears to be like bones reaches out to you and tries to attack you at the top of the turn order. Actually, let's make this fun. I think it gets a surprise round on you.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Yay, fun.
Okay.
Damn.
It has a multi-attack. It's gonna
Oh.
try to fist you.
Okay.
Hello?
Wait, hold on. Wait, Stella.
We're
You
already
early.
starting? We're already
Don't forget,
starting?
Stella, you still have a nat 20.
Oh, she didn't need it, actually.
Okay, the first attack was an 8 and the second attack was a 15.
Yeah. Wait, isn't it a 23? Because it is advantage. Because during a surprise round, it should have advantage on me.
Surprise.
Surprise, it was actually a
Combat
23.
surprise. Lon, the rules are loading.
Not to argue against myself here, but I'm trying to be fair. I'm notoriously hard to take down. She needs a chance.
Surprise. The first thing I opened didn't help me. Hold on.
Conditions.
All right, time to use my Google abilities.
It just says disadvantage on the initiative roll, which, whatever. So, no.
Cool. An 8 would miss. A
Okay.
15 actually also misses.
Look, all I know is Google's AI says the answer is yes, you get advantage.
Thanks, AI.
Ew. AI.
Well, this is my game, and I.
Yeah.
So you see these bone arms try to fist you, and they just go as they both miss.
Oh,
You are
thank you.
too dexterous. We go to the turn order normally. Alexander Thume, you are up. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess I'm noticing that this dress thingy-majig is attacking one of my friends here. Let's
is
see.
correct.
What can I do? What can I do?
Remember, you currently have half movement because you are carrying a dragon around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. Yes.
That had not ceased.
Let's see here. I think most of the stuff I can probably hit from where I am anyway. 20 feet.
But you don't want to run up to melee range?
See?
It has multi-attack.
Do you want me to go up to melee range with you, the dragon that I'm carrying?
He has a
tired?
17 DC. You don't. Or he's a
Look,
17 dex.
look, right now you have scale armor.
If
True, I do
you,
have skill.
I will remind you, if you want to use V as an improvised weapon, you can do that.
Bonk.
It's not going to
I've-
be very good, and it's not going to do very much damage, but it is an option.
Why is that something that I've never thought of, but also now really want?
Use me as a weapon.
Yes. Let's see. I probably will hold off on that for a second. I think just for the sake of easy, I think I'm just gonna use one of my magic missiles on it.
Okay.
Because I'm like thinking we're in a confined area. A lot of my stuff, some of it is and isn't like all like.
But what about your other two magic missiles?
I might use those later. Oop. Oh, wrong. Wait. Did I not hit the right button?
Okay, so
Oh, this
magic
You rolled the
missile.
damage.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it automatically hit.
Yes, it automatically hits, and you have to roll 3 times.
Oh well,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh,
No,
the
That's
first
why,
one's really
that's why I was
good.
asking about the other
Wow, you
Oh,
rolled
they're
max
all really
damage.
good.
Let's go.
Can you
Hell yeah,
describe
let's
to
go.
me what your magic missiles look like as they're careening through the air and smash into this dress? Question mark.
So I like to
Right.
imagine that because as it's been pointed out to me, anyone who likes purple will just make purple everything about their personality. So as the magic missiles being thrown out, you'll see sort of like almost like little arrows, like an arrow design that's kind of like purplish, kind of wrapped around them for effect. It's kind of like this lightning, like green lightning effect around them as they kind of like boom, 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 and it won't do any extra damage, but there's like little crackles like you would hear of like thunder as it hits. Yeah.
You see, as each one of those connect with this construct, it sways in the air, taking the brunt of the damage. Anything else for you?
I think I have to wait for my next turn to use V as a weapon, so.
Okay. Next in the... Nope, this is not in the right order. Next is Storm.
My turn.
Yeah.
How much does that thing weigh?
The object?
Yeah.
Let me check. Let's see. Probably around 120 pounds.
Oh, jeez. That's a heavy dress.
Hi, Lucky.
What are the loose objects around the room?
Yes. So as a reminder of what's all around you, you see that there are a collection of dolls in a case near you. And on the other side of the room appears to be something like a rocking horse. If you want to have a closer look, I'll let you use your action for a perception check.
I'm going to use catapult on one of the dolls and just shoot it at the dress.
Okay. I'm going to say
It has
that
to
there
make
are...
a dex save.
I'm going to say that there are 3 dolls. There's going to be one in a tartan dress, one in a yellow dress, and one is a bunny. Which
It's
one?
the bunny. We're throwing the bunny. It's gonna do like a hop.
Okay.
Okay, a dex save.
C14.
Okay, it rolled a 15. It saves.
That means it doesn't take 3d8 bludgeoning.
Does it take half?
No. It
Oh,
dodged.
wow.
Can you?
Do you want to roll
Catapult has to
3d8 just
succeed.
to see how much damage it would have done?
Yeah, sure, I'll feel worse.
Taunt you.
Here we go.
Damn.
Oh, it's gonna
That's
do that
right.
to me. Oh no.
No.
Oh,
Uh,
thank goodness.
You see the
This is
the
how much
bunny.
damage the wall takes.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yep.
You see as this bunny goes just flying across the room, it explodes against the far wall into a cloud of cotton and fabric, just dismantling itself as it slides down helplessly to the ground.
Ella, would you like to know how the spell effect looks?
Yeah.
So Storm closes their eyes, and as their nose ring, which is their circlet for casting spells, starts to glow, there is a impression above the doll of draconic eyes appearing behind it before it launches forward.
Spooky.
Nice. You miss. Anything else on your turn? I
Quick,
love
someone-
having one of my best friends on stream because I can just talk shit as much as I want. I can't talk to anybody else like that.
Quick, someone say a one-liner about what just happened.
Oh, gee willikers.
All right, next turn.
Next turn. It is now the creature's turn. You hear a whirring as it and it attempts to slam its fist down on Melody again. A 9 and a 9, which both miss.
No.
You are dancing with this dress? Question mark. And you appear to be winning. It is now your turn, though.
Oh.
I think I'm just gonna rage first.
Go wage.
I like catch one of its arms and then I pulse blue again. I'm like, this is a waste of time. And I'm just gonna spin it in really close and hug it. And I'm gonna try to grapple the thing.
Ooh, okay. Let me get an athletics check from you.
Love grappling.
If I hold them hard enough, then they can't hit me, or they'll stop eventually.
When you're raging, do you get advantage on strength?
Want to say so, but I also rolled a 21. But let me figure
It's
that
normally
out
a
while we
barbarian
compete.
thing is advantage on strength checks.
Yes, I
It-
do on strength checks and strength saving throws.
It
but
also
21 is
rolled a
still higher.
21.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Damn.
Fellas.
Meets
was on a check
beats.
roll.
Meets beats. Yeah, it always goes into the favor of the person trying to defend. So describe to me what this looks like as it just slides out of your arms.
It has like wings, right?
Yeah, so as it unfurls, it doesn't look exactly like what you see in the picture there, but it looks like basically a drapery of arms made out of bones, and it has these like skeletal wings that have opened up behind it.
I think one of the wings gets like pushed against Melody's forehead, and she's just going back. And she's like, okay, no, bad. And then she just pushes it away from her.
There's a whirring as it just floats in the air away from you.
Free halberd draw and done.
Okay, sounds good. Miri, it is your turn.
Oh, right. I will go ahead and go 5, 10, 15, 20, and get up on it.
Okay.
Get some flanking going on. All right. I
Emotional
think
flanking.
Mhm. Yeah.
I should still have my shillelagh would still be active from the last combat, right?
Yes.
Or would it have worn off? Okay, cool. In that case, I will go ahead and try to do a smack.
Okay.
On that.
Ooh, 24 is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage there.
That is much better than last session. All right, damage.
10 bludgeoning damage. This is a mighty blow. What does it look like as you come up and you smack it?
Miri aims right for where one of the skeletal wings meets the body of the construct, with an upward swing, like Cypher in the opening, or Squall in the opening cinematic of Final Fantasy VIII, going like, wow, right up in there, bam, right in that bone.
There's a sickening crack as you do this, and you can see that a few of the bones fall off, breaking from the main body, and it wavers in the air from the attack, but then it steadies itself. Anything else for your turn?
No, I need to hit it a little bit harder next time.
Next in the order, Alexander.
As I'm looking at this construct, does it look to be any more hindered or anything any weaker from all the different various attacks that we've done?
Yes, it does look quite battered and scuffed up. It doesn't seem to bleed, so it's hard to tell exactly how badly it's been injured.
Okay. You know what? I feel like this opportunity may not present itself again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and nope. There we go. No longer using the ruler. And I can't physically grab V, but we're gonna pretend that V went with, and I don't know where I went.
You went under Melody.
Oh. There we go. Ha.
There's a joke.
And I'm gonna use V as an improvised weapon.
Are you really?
When am I gonna get this chance again?
Okay. Roll. You're a wizard. You probably don't have improvised weapons as a proficiency.
Oh. Oh no, not as proficiency. No.
So go ahead and roll me your strength.
Just pure strength.
Just
not
pure
like saving
strength.
throw.
Nope. 5. You miss.
All right, so I get like flopped all the way over here.
Describe to me what this looks like as you throw Storm across the room.
Over Melody.
Yeah.
Melody. So I think what happens is Alexander's like oh, you're awake, good, all right, let's try that thing that we've always wanted to do, where we're kind of using my lack of strength, but you're like tough of armor. Let's go ahead and do that. And as I go to do that, I just imagine you're half awake going, what? I didn't sign up for this. And just as I go to throw, you just run off my arm, so my arm goes like this, and you just fly over there.
There's just like a confused roar of just like, ah!
You hit the wall with a solid thud, but you don't take any damage or anything like that. It does startle you. All right.
Forcing me to be awake. How dare they?
Awake, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, now I kill everyone by using thunder.
Wonderful. Hey, I'll be fine.
Same.
Well, actually, just, this thing is good at saves. We've seen this. Stella's just gonna save if I tried to save. We're just gonna do our shocking grasp bite attack. It's still the same, but better.
Okay. Let's see. Spell save.
That's not a save, you goof.
No, it's not a spell. It is an attack. Yeah.
Well, it
Make
shows
a
at the
melee
bottom.
space.
We can-
Yeah, that is incorrect. Make
That
a.
is, I think, is for all
That's
your
a
spells.
23 hit.
It does.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your damage.
3 zappy.
You see this electricity crackle across the surface of the bones. How do you cast this? What does this look like? How do you grasp this? You don't have thumbs.
I use my fangs, my bite attack.
Oh.
My teeth become electrically charged, shining with electric blue energy and a bite down.
Me likey. That's a nice description. Anything else for you?
I don't have an indignant roll set up yet, but I may set up one.
It is now the creature's turn. It has several targets to choose from now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first fist goes towards Miri. Whoosh. Does a 13 hit you?
Nah.
If it does, we have a lot to talk about.
An 11.
Hey.
That goes towards Alexander.
11, you said? Yeah, no, that misses.
Okay.
Ooh.
It flails around dramatically and does not connect at all. Melody, it is now your turn.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna swing my big halberd at it.
Do it!
What are halberds for?
Leave it in half.
Cleft in twain, one might say.
Mhm.
Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Cuddy Wuddy.
Oh, not
S-
great.
7
I'm
is
gonna
a
do it.
miss. Yes?
I didn't say
We're
recklessly.
just all in this
Never mind.
corner like a big.
If you want to do it
cartoon
recklessly, you
cloud.
can. You just have to roll again.
Okay. Yes, I would like to do it recklessly.
Go ahead. 21, that hits.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
What does it look like when
Nah.
you attack recklessly? Like, what's different?
I think rather than like a one-handed, like the two-handed, like very careful sort of like staff work that Melody normally does, she grips it up top like she has a hand axe and runs the staff part like along an arm, and so she's just like whacking people one-handed with a tonfa.
So
Tonfas
hot.
are cool.
Tonfas are cool.
They're under-
5 slashing damage plus 2, I think.
That sounds
For 7 because of my rage.
Okay. Where did all my sad songs go? I can't find them.
Oh no, not the sad songs.
Wait, why
Oh.
sad song?
Hold on.
But wait, why the sad song?
yeah.
I don't know. I just killed a little girl's dream or something. Her little dream was to be a Grim Reaper.
Melody, as you go to swing recklessly here, all of a sudden there's a smash cut.
Wait, I can't hear it. I can't hear the sad song.
It's not a sad song. I couldn't
No.
find one. It's just
That's
it's just tick-tocking in the back. Okay. You have drawn the Eurali card. As you are desperately trying to hit this, you are clearly making an opening for yourself. You know that if this creature were to try to focus and hit you, if it has any modicum of experience in combat, it is very likely going to strike something vital. In this moment, there's just a flash, just the briefest of remembrance of your training. Can you paint me a picture of what it was like to train? What it was like the last time that you fought recklessly with someone else in the past?
It was in a garden of like white pebbled rock, where you can hear the sea. The walls are high, so you can't really tell where you are other than some manor, or someplace fancy where nice people live. Well, their money's nice. There's a woman across from her, a very tall woman holding a rapier that's quite decorated, though her own clothes are very, very simple. And Melody is on her hands and knees. Some of that bright, shiny liquid that we now recognize as her blood, staining the rocks in front of her. Okay, I can go again.
Standing across from you is someone that has been instructive, perhaps brutal. They haven't entirely always been there for you when it came to these matters of nurturing. With them, they fortified a sense of survival, a sense of understanding that things will not be easy. What does this person look like? Who is it?
She's a tall, willowy woman. Quite tanned, and hair pinned up very, very neatly, shorn short on the sides. She's mature. I would say like in her late 40s. Some gray is starting to pepper in her hair. This is Melody's aunt, Brigella, captain of the Guard of Ostrava.
Are you sure you can get up?
Yeah, don't insult my dad like that, you know.
She steps back and you can see her weapon of choice. You remember quite vividly how it hurt to get struck by it. What is her weapon? What is her signature?
A very long, pointed rapier, almost fashioned like some would recognize it as a drill, but more like a lance. It's very, very thick at the base, and then slims out into a much finer point. Like everything else, extremely extravagant in design. Though the woman who wields it is much simpler dressed. A tight brown leather outfit. Not even bothering to wear any armor, really. She's more of a duelist than a captain.
This weapon makes a distinct sound as it cuts through the air. She resets her stance. She stands opposite you, prepared for another duel, another fray. You remember that sound. The sound of a challenge. Challenge of being better, being faster, being stronger. Again, this time, watch your side. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll here. Okay, 16. What does it look like when you manage to slip past her defenses and hit her, perhaps for the first time?
Melody, as soon as she got the okay, ran in a dead sprint at her. Skidding to a stop right before she would reach the edge of the rapier's reach, and quickly darting out, throwing some of the rocks with her blood on it, and then going low and up and tackling her on from below.
You hear as the contact is made, and as this hits, you realize that an elbow comes flying out, and she responds in kind with a violent jut of a limb.
And
as it makes contact, you are sent reeling back into this space where you are here in a dusty attic in another realm. As one of the hands of this creature just kind of elbows and smacks you superficially.
Yeah.
But it wrenches you free and back into this place from your reckless attack here. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm just gonna sit here and think about that. I think.
Miri, it is your turn.
All right. We're just gonna smack again. Boop. Oh wait, no. I have to do the attack roll first. Silly. Attack roll.
A 10.
No.
you try to get in between the spinning flurry of these many arms, and you just do not connect. You bounce off one of them.
Okay. It's. Let's see. I have to check because I don't recall yet if this is a bonus action or a. Oh, it is. It's a reaction, but because the creature started its turn. Actually, no. It's a construct. It might be resistant to necrotic. Never mind.
Go ahead and post whatever you're uncertain of into the chat, please. Maybe I can help you. Okay, starting at second level, you are surrounded by invisible necrotic spores that are harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby. When they move into a space within 10 feet of you or start its turn there, you can use your reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage. Unless it succeeds. When it starts its turn. Okay,
it'll be on its
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll save that for
also,
the next turn.
Yeah, but also I think I'm going to hold off because it's a construct and it might not care about necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I pass.
Okay. Alexander. Thume. It's your turn.
Hello. Somebody say my name. What am I going to do?
You're one of 2 successful hits that have landed on this thing.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
3 magic missile can't miss.
Technically.
Technically. Do I?
Yeah.
All
Do
right,
the
so,
thing.
okay, I'm gonna post this, right? I'm not
Okay.
doing that. I'm posting this.
Okay.
So,
All right, he
with
released
this,
his hand on the chess piece.
with this, it says a multiplier. That isn't a giant fire that can engulf anyone. I can just throw it at the thing and it's not gonna hurt my friend,
It's
right?
like fire.
Yeah.
It's like
Fireball
a
is
handheld
hard.
ball of fire.
Not
Okay.
fireball.
You should
Cool.
be okay.
Then I will do this.
You're basically like whipping a baseball of flame.
I figured that's what it was, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna think that and I'm gonna do it, and Stella's gonna be like, well, that
Don't
encompasses
worry,
so much of
fireball
this.
comes later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's later. Okay,
Not high
so just as a heads up, Firebolt is a ranged attack, and when you try to do a ranged attack in melee, you will have to
Oh.
roll at disadvantage.
How far back can I move to make it not disadvantage?
You can move literally 1 square back, but because you are in melee range, it will get a free attack on you if you back out.
There is also in the future a feat you can take to allow you to use cantrips at point blank.
But
Yeah.
if you have like if you also have like shock and grasp or another melee cantrip, you could do that right now without risking the opportunity attack having to reposition.
The only other thing I have that could... No, that would bring it towards me. Never mind. I have lightning lure, but I think that like brings you towards, or brings the thing towards
Well,
you.
you're already melee, so it's not like unless you wanted it to go a direction.
Yeah, you can't move it any possibly closer to you because it's already as close as possible.
I mean,
You
I'm
can
saying
try.
this. I'm saying this as the fact that I know when I say this out loud, it's going to break the streak. It has not hit any of us yet that I can tell. So I'm gonna move back, thinking it can't hit me, so I
Okay.
can do it without range.
Okay.
First hit, first hit, first hit.
Yep. Yep.
It rolled
Yep.
a 22.
Yep.
Only 2
Only
damage though.
2 damage.
As you confidently step back, it just like just punches you right in
It's
the
like
middle of your
karate,
head.
the backhand fist as you're walking away.
As the only one here, I'm the only one here with healing spells, and I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Take 2 bludgeoning damage, but now you are
Ow.
out of melee range.
Yeah.
Cool. Do I have to redo that, or can we keep with the DC 14, or how do I?
Oh, so you have to roll an attack. So on your character sheet,
You should have under your attacks list.
I do have
think
Firebolt.
you
There it
made
is. Yep.
there you go. Perfect. 21. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Very good.
Just
Hell yeah.
work. Hell yeah.
Wow, that is really good
That's a
damage.
max.
That's max damage. 10.
Nice.
I've been doing that tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Zombie.
You did roll 4 max damage.
Did I do a tell me what it's looked like? Yay!
Yep, you got it. I knew you were
So-
gonna get it.
It, from I remember from last episode, right? It went from looking like a dress to a construct, so it doesn't physically look like a dress anymore, right?
It kind of like unfurled, so it doesn't look like one right now.
Okay. So I think we'll just do something sort of similar. So like, hit me with the backhand, and I'm like, oh, okay, now you're gonna try, and now you're gonna put up a fight. All right, let's stop this now. And he kind of holds his hands like this and kind of like morphs a ball, kind of like does the stretchy thing like you do with like I can't think of the like
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. There we go. It's like Play-Doh, and he rolls it up, and like boom, there's like a flame. There's like a green flame, and he throws it at it, and as soon as it throws it, it engulfs whatever of this construct that it is, and it burns it up to where it either disappears, falls on the ground, whatever ends up with the construct where it just like disappears or collapses.
So funny you say that because it literally has a feature called disintegration. If it dies, its body disintegrates into dust, leaving behind its weapons and anything else it was carrying.
Boom!
You're
So I
saying
just
if
burn
it
it. I
had
just burn it to
grappled
dust.
Willow.
Oh. It can try.
Oh,
You see nothing but a pile of dust. Is it? It's now gone.
Where am I? Why was I thrown at a wall?
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
did
she's-
that. Sorry.
she's fully awake. Good.
Yeah. So I was
Hmm.
trying to. I thought you heard me, and I thought maybe you just didn't want to be a part of it. So that was my fault. So you must have just slipped off my arm. But I was gonna try the thing where like, you know how I don't have strength, but like your body has strength. So I was gonna use you with my forearm to like knock the thing in the head, but you slipped off apparently and went flying by Melody. So sorry about that.
Mhm. I was wondering why she was flying. She doesn't normally do that.
No,
Yeah,
I assisted.
My wings aren't ready for that.
Yeah. We're all okay.
Where's
so-
where's the doll?
As you
He's
say
not the one
that,
you catapulted, right?
you look over and you just see like a really sad pile of cotton balls and bunny ears and the little buttons that would have been its eyes, just in a small slump over near Storm.
I didn't throw the one in the tartan dress. That's the one we were looking for, right?
Yeah, you didn't throw that one.
If anyone wants to have a closer look around the room, go ahead and roll me perception or investigation.
I like one of those things, I'm sure.
It's a 12 investigation from Alexander Thume.
My investigation's actually higher than my perception. Oh, never mind.
That's why I did investigation.
Look, leave
Or,
investigating.
no,
to
I'm
the
smarter
dragon.
than I am wise, but I have what's it
Eyes
in
go.
perception to set it
Haha.
off.
13.
4 for Melody investigation, 13 investigation from Storm. What about Miri?
I'm not doing that. Miri is going over to the bunny and is going to use mending to fix it up.
Okay.
And put
Alright.
it back on the shelf where it was, and not yet pick up the other doll. Just kind of wait for everyone to finish.
Sounds good. Storm, you find the dolls in a case which has since been opened up. And you can see that the one in the tartan dress has pink hair. And it seems like this is the doll that you were supposed to look for. Sassy Sally Jane. The other doll has upon closer investigation, you see that the other doll, it looked like it had a yellow dress on, but it is in fact a raincoat. Underneath it, this doll appears to be
Oh.
wearing a suit and has a very large white mustache on its face.
It's such a weirdly specific description.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just reading from the handout. I didn't make that shit up.
Storm picks up the raincoat one and like pinched between her claws and just kind of looks at the others.
Okay, as
This
you kind
one's
of
so weird.
as you pull that one up, it knocks over Sassy Sally Jane and she rolls onto her side, and you hear a voice coming from inside her body, and it says, "No one's going to believe that's chocolate."
What?
Huh?
What?
You know what?
Okay.
Alexander's gonna walk up to this doll.
So Alexander, as you're looking around where you are,
Yeah.
you notice something else.
Okay.
You have drawn from previous episode
Oh, okay.
a sun card.
Ooh.
You get a magic item here.
Yeah, let's go.
You see that there's a dusty pile of what appears to be rags, and it seems to be obscuring something. As you brush the things off of it, you find what appears to be a trumpet.
No.
Yeah, neat. Is it behind any glass or anything, or is it just
Nope,
if I move
it
the
was
rags? it's
on the
there?
floor underneath some rags.
So what does it like? I guess I pick it up and then I kind of look it over. Does it like? What does it look like? Does it have like a certain like color design?
It looks like
That
a
sounds-
trumpet.
Like you want to
Right.
do an Arcana check or an investigation check.
Oh, sure, I could do one of those. I could do Can I do Arcana?
What are you trying to figure out? Because when you look at it, it looks like a trumpet.
I don't get any weird. It just looks like a regular ass trumpet.
It looks like a trumpet.
All right, fine.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
it's a
you got to
mo-
roll for this, buddy.
If
All
you'd
right,
like
fine.
to try to figure something out, like if you want to see like if it's maybe magical or maybe something inside of it, you can roll investigation, you can roll arcana. You have to tell me what you're trying to figure out first.
I'm trying to figure out if there's anything. I guess. Like, it's under all these rags, and I feel like, for some reason, like this, I feel like there's more to this. So I guess he's trying to see if there's anything magical about it, if there's anything like tuned wise, if it's like anything where like, you know, it like if I were to like try and maybe start to play it, it would sound off or on key or normal, like just
Mhm.
kind of general vibes.
With a 17 arcana, you realize that this is actually surprisingly clean. The area around it seemed to be in disarray and not touched in some time. There's a fine sheen of dust that kind of rises up as you move the rags. This looks perfectly spotless. You say you try to play it?
Sure, why not?
Okay. When
Oh
you
God.
blow on the trumpet, you don't hear anything.
Uh-huh.
It's completely quiet.
It looks nice, but I think it's broken.
Who are you thinking of when you
It's-
blow into the trumpet?
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
It's hard because I don't know. Like, he's a pretty scatterbrained.
Do you
guy.
normally think of someone when you start like trumpeting?
Yeah.
Who are you
Um,
looking at while you blow on the
well-
trumpet?
Who knocked over the? Or who was by the doll? Because that's my intention
That
was
was
at the doll.
Storm.
All right, then Storm.
Okay, Storm.
What happens?
Roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, great.
Oh.
That's one of my good ones.
Oh,
Is-
natural
oh, I thought it
20. Okay,
Let's go.
23.
Let's
Okay.
go.
You manage to steel yourself as all of a sudden this roar of a trumpet horn, like a terrible alarm clock, just blares in your ears. Nobody else seems to hear this.
Oh my goodness.
It isn't enough to like do anything to you. You're able to steel yourself.
All right. Storm is gonna like flop over and knock over these cases in surprise.
Okay. All of you hear all of a sudden Storm just begin flopping around in the room.
Darn!
You didn't
you-
hear that?
Are you throwing a tantrum? That we woke
We're
you
trying
up?
to be
you-
we're trying to be covert, Storm.
Like the trumpet is exactly in the direction where Storm was. So Storm's over here. So like Alex moves the horn over this way and goes, "You okay, Storm?"
Sounded like someone just hit my head with a gong.
No one else heard anything, right? I didn't hear anything.
No.
No.
Alexander, I think you would have enough context clues here to figure out that this is probably a magical trumpet. I will say you can add to your inventory the Horn of Silent Alarm. You've used one charge. When you use your action to blow it, one creature of your choice can hear the blare, provided they're within 600 feet of you and not deafened. No one else hears it, and you get to recharge at dawn.
Okay. Do I get a sense that this could be used for like a distraction or pain, or like could I use this in combat? I guess is my like
Distraction,
Can I
yes.
decipher?
Pain, no.
distraction. That works.
It won't do any
Um,
damage.
Okay. I guess Alexander will look over at Storm, but sorry, I didn't know what this was yet. This seems to be a magical sort of alarm horn thing. I think we can use this for times where we're gonna need it, multiple people around and such. And he goes and he puts it back in his backpack.
Please don't point it at me again.
I'm not gonna point it. I know now. I know what and where and when not to point that. I thought it was just a random ass trombone. Yeah, I thought this
Maybe
guy
we
just liked
can-
collecting instruments.
Maybe we will end up using it if we get half asleep grumpy Storm again.
Yeah, that's a
True.
pretty powerful tool to wake you up.
From Storm's flailing around, you can see that the cases have been knocked around. Sassy Sally Jane falls to the ground, and as she does, you hear a voice from inside her body go, "Really?
Oh.
In those robes?"
He is sassy.
That the same doll again.
Are any
Okay.
of us none of us are wearing robes, are we?
Right.
I don't
I don't think so. And Alex is gonna walk right over
Yeah.
to the doll. Is the doll face down or face up now?
Face down.
Face down. Alex will roll it over so its face is
is-
looking up, and he'll push
She's
its stomach.
talking about chocolate? Ugh.
The doll says, "Gross. Gross."
You have a bad attitude, Missy.
The player in me just wants to keep going with this. But
Can if you
Alex
want.
is... Oh fuck it, one more time.
No one
no.
Wait a minute.
believes that's chocolate.
Oh. Well, I wonder
Is
why
this
he
really
likes her
his
so
life?
much.
Oh no.
Well, no,
Um,
it's a
yeah,
story,
maybe.
right?
Is
But
it? Or
I hope so.
I don't think she has sentience like Jenkins does.
To be fair, I don't know if Jenkins has sentience either.
Well, he seems like a person, and he's not giving us like 3 different canned responses.
Well, see, we only know of 3. There might be more, but I don't know. I don't know how many
That's
more.
true.
ZombieFighter
You got me.
89 looks at the Roll20 chat, sees Stella rolling 1d6s. Probably has other things that she could say. Are you gonna push her belly again?
I'll look at the group and I'll go, "Do you want to hear another phrase?"
I mean, we can, but we got what we came for, and I'd
Yeah,
rather not be
I'm-
here
we
longer
should
I'm-
than I
probably
have
start
to.
getting out of here.
We are breaking the rules. We
As-
should probably
as-
leave.
since Stella already rolled after everyone said no, I'm gonna just push push it anyway, and then as I push it, I'm gonna put it in my backpack so it sounds a little muffled.
I heard you snack on owlbear pellets.
Who does she think she is?
What's wrong with my owlbear friend?
I'm gonna take a quick second, real quick, and roll an investigation check.
Okay. What are you
Storm
trying to
has
figure
just
out?
realized where she is
Okay.
because no one ever actually answered her question.
You were in the
Oh my
attic of some probably large building.
What? Did you drag me on a heist?
No, you came on a heist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was sleeping.
No,
You
you
were
weren't.
half awake.
She just looks at Alexander. You know, I'm not aware when it's like that.
I tried to wake you several times. You were refusing, and you already were
Mhm.
here, and you helped us get in through the window with your claw.
Yeah,
What?
you broke us in, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, oh my God! I gotta get out of here.
There we go.
You see Storm just rush down the stairs.
Oh no.
Storm.
Well,
I'll run after Storm.
Mm-hmm.
You rush down the stairs.
Her plot voice.
You rush down the stairs and you find a long hallway and a bunch of doors.
Where am I?
You can hear
will
that.
you wait up?
Feel free to move your tokens as you like.
Storm, other way. This way.
Always with the running off this one.
Mm-hmm. I think it's this way, Storm.
Yeah, other side.
Didn't
Yeah,
you say
but remember,
we
we
broke a
came
window
out
that way?
through. We came out through this door.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, I think we came in through one of these. Yeah, was
We
it? in
did.
here?
We came through like right where the hidden door was, and I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
this is definitely a hidden door."
Right, right.
And now we just go la da dee, la da doo, la da da.
Okay.
We're not delinquent.
Didn't we fix the window?
You did.
We fixed the hole in the window, but we're just gonna open and shut it behind us now.
You can open it from the inside, yeah.
Oh, right.
All right,
Cool.
so when
Wait,
you open the
how's the dragon
windows and head
What's
out,
this?
yeah, you see what appears to be a plaque with 2 dragon heads coming out of it, and the dragon heads are face down right now.
Oh, we fought that too, by the way.
Yeah, they didn't respond well to your breaking and entering.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
Do an
Yeah, be more
Arcana check
careful
on
next
that
time.
Sure.
18.
18. It seems to be some kind of construct. It's definitely not sentient, and it's kind of like a spicy art piece.
Oh.
In the sense that it hurts you. That kind of spicy. It's not like a bad dragon sort of thing.
I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, I'm a good dragon. I may have gone
Yeah,
on a
I-
heist.
I went to what I think is the default spice, so thanks for
Oh,
clarifying.
gee.
Shouldn't we put this back up?
Like probably, but it's gonna bite me. So, no.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to hang this back up on the wall.
It's too heavy.
Do I still get a sense that it's still awake or moving, or like? 'Cause I know
Yeah,
I
it's
see the-
literally wriggling around.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. I figured it hadn't.
Well, I don't have hands.
You know what, Storm? I owe you for throwing you by accident, and I'll go to pick it up to try to put it back on the wall.
Okay, I need a sleight of hand check from you, Alexander. Okay. With a 17, you are able to get it quickly up onto the wall here. As you do, it immediately starts firing fire bolts and acid splashes in your direction. The two of you do have a moment to like get the fuck out of the way if you want.
Yeah, I'm getting out of the way and getting out.
Okay.
That's why we had it on the ground.
As you get outside onto the balcony, you look down. You are on the second floor. And this is not a small building. There's about 15, almost 20 feet from the ground. What do you want to do?
We still have that rope that we used to climb up. I suppose we could just climb down.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all decide to use the rope and you climb down. As you do, you begin to leave the manor behind you, making some distance. Approaching the entrance to the grounds here, you see Jenkins, exactly where you had left him.
Is
Wait.
the bench?
Hey,
How's
buddy.
the? Is the bench okay? Is it comfortable?
Fuck. Can't remember what voice I used for Jenkins. Well, I think it was something probably like this, or something goofy.
No, but roll with it.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can see as you're approaching Jenkins, this little wooden puppet man put his arms out towards the direction of the group of you. Did you find her?
Yeah, and the mouth on her.
Mm-hmm.
No.
She sure is sassy.
Yeah, Alexander
little
will
puppet.
take it out of his backpack. Take the doll out of the backpack.
Okay. As you take her out, you see Jenkins wraps his arms around her and pulls her close. He starts crying into her hair, and he doesn't have tears, but there is a loving embrace here. And you can see that she is completely unresponsive. She just appears to be a regular old doll. He looks up at the group of you and says, "Oh, well, thank you very much for all your help. I couldn't have done it
Absolutely.
without you."
I'm glad we could help. And you know what? I'm gonna find out who does this and tell them that this should be the last year, because I don't think it's good for people that keep breaking into a place where, stuff was attacking us. And also, a man doesn't need to be this worried about his wife every year on the same day, dreading it. I don't understand.
Well, good luck, because I haven't had any. And all the fine people that have tried to help me in the past have had no success.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you come with me? Let's take my wife home.
okay.
Okay.
Stella, Melody's looking around. I
Okay.
want to see if anyone's watching us.
Ooh, roll me perception. Do you have any kind of dark vision?
I don't. I'm
Okay.
just doing my best.
With a 12?
I have
Mirror.
dark vision.
I do too.
What's
but I'm
a
Okay.
paying
4
attention.
get me?
Nothing. It's a clear night. There doesn't seem to be anyone nearby.
Oh, this is the one character I don't have it. Okay.
Okay. Maybe no one is pulling your strings.
A group of you are led to the entrance of what is clearly a sewer. And you see that Jenkins begins to crawl inside.
Fine. Oh,
I'm small enough.
it's always the
Wee.
sewer.
I squeeze in Miri squeezes in immediately without a second thought. The
Yep.
smell does not bother them at all.
Can Alex fit?
It's big
You know
enough
who
for you to...
definitely can't fit the flat wide dragon.
No, you can fit. It's like a pretty large, one of those like refuse disposal tubes.
So is there not a grate? Is it just an open sewer?
It's an open tube that probably empties out away from Strixhaven. It's a magical school. Why are you asking these questions?
They can
Because
magically
you're trying to
clean
get
it.
us in a sewer.
You can fit in the hole. You can fit in the hole. Don't worry
The
about
Barbie's in the sewer. You'll be fine.
it. The question is, do you want to go in the hole? It's not a matter of can you, do you? Because you can just fuck off. You don't have to go.
Why are we following a puppet into the sewers?
Just go with it.
Ask Half Tired You. She knows.
Yeah.
You begin to navigate through a labyrinthine set of pathways, and it is difficult. Can I get a survival check from each and every one of you?
Yeah.
Get advantage if you have dark vision.
I do.
I have dark vision, so that's a 14 for me.
Not the worst. 14 as well.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What was the check again?
Survival. Alexander,
get a-
you get
I
an
get a-
18.
Well, I don't have advantage, so does that make it a 6 or does
You
it
just take
go
the
in?
first
No.
number.
Disadvantage
I
would be
thought.
the lower number.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
And that's a nat 20 from Miri. Okay,
Hell yeah.
Miri, if you ever need to travel back to Jenkins's place, you will remember the way. Everyone else, you get confused. You will need help
Sweet.
in order to get back here. But you are eventually led to what appears to be a hole in the wall. There is a wooden kind of cobbled together set of planks. You see Jenkins pulls on what appears to be a pulley, and you hear a number of devices cranking as it begins to pull this wooden door aside. And you enter what appears to be a workshop. You see all around you there are tables and boxes, half-finished trinkets and experimentations. Something's glowing over there. Something is bubbling there. It's kind of difficult to make heads or tails of what's all in this room, but it is busy and it is lively. There is a scent of nutmeg on the air. It is quite pleasant of a reprieve from the otherwise stinky sewer that you've left behind. You can see that there are candles that are wearing out, half extinguished, that lick the walls here in a warm honey glow. You see Jenkins move over towards what appears to be like a dog house that has been repurposed. You can see that there's been paint slapped on, and there's a very small potted plant inside of the window. He gently sits her down so that she's sitting inside, and then he closes the door as if to give her some privacy. This is my workshop. Welcome.
It smells very good in here.
Well, thank you. I have invented the aromatic diffuser. I have a feeling that it'll become very viral and important.
Yeah, I bet it will.
I have just a slight feeling, yeah.
Well, the reward is in order. If you have 3 items you give me, I can turn it into something else. It is my unique ability.
Hmm.
And what you're able to give us depends on the items, correct?
Not necessarily. You don't have to think too hard about it.
Storm is going to carefully pull out a green chromatic rose,
Okay.
Ooh.
magic item you gave me that can do just a casual, hold on, 30 poison damage in a fog.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Will this work?
Well, that's one.
Well, now then, if 3 of us put something together, how do we know who gets the item?
I'll leave the diplomacy up to you.
Well, we can share it, right?
Do we each get an item? Like, if we each give you 3 things? Or is this just like a one and done? Up to you, really. I just want to know.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to split it into 3 pieces, but it is essentially one and done, as you so say.
Yeah, we give 3, we get 1 item, regardless of the.
Well, I mean, if we're anteing up, and she's gonna lift up her arm and pull out of like her little rucksack the rod that's worth 400 gold.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right,
this'll do
everyone,
nicely.
put up your magic items.
I think I call.
I don't have any.
I'm not giving up the strumpet.
Oh, you don't necessarily have to give me magic items.
Yeah, this isn't magic. This is just valuable.
It's just like
So,
It's
what,
just gold.
15 pounds
So
of
we-
pure gold.
we
And
have
I'm just walking
value,
around with this.
We have value. We have magic. Storm will reach into their pack and pull out the hooded lantern they've never used.
We need sentiment. That's magic. What's magic without intention?
I was going
I
for
like the way
function.
you think. Sometimes I like to suggest something that tastes good.
That's
don't know
not
if we should-
chocolate.
Wait, no,
I
we
get it
should-
now.
Hey,
we shouldn't
hey.
eat this. I'm pretty sure that rose is poisonous.
Yeah, maybe not the rose.
I ate all my food already. Ugh.
I
have
mean,
a
I
healing
have this help.
potion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have this healing potion.
All
Oh,
right.
Might as well. Right, I don't really need mine, so you can take mine, I guess.
A menu
you go.
comes up on the screen, and there's like 3 blocks where you can put stuff in. You've put a golden rod in one of them,
Crafting
a health
menu.
potion, and a health potion. Is that what you're going with?
No, I think we're doing the rose, right?
One health
Rose
potion and
and-
the golden rod.
Okay, okay.
And the rod.
All right. Can I get, since the 2 of you submitted items, can I get each of you to roll me a d20?
Okay.
None of us have nat 20s.
That's okay.
This isn't
Who knows what it is? 3.
Yeah, it's not, this is not a success metric.
1.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a good thing it's not a success metric.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
You
laugh.
see he gathers the items and then he taps his chin and then he pulls out a device from his tool belt, and all of a sudden you see a cloud of dust kick up, and it's difficult to discern what's going on. You just hear hammering and sawing. You hear a cat. There are just some strange noises emanating from this process, and once the dust begins to settle, he gestures proudly to something that wasn't there before, and there's absolutely no cat to be seen. He has
Big.
left behind what appears to be a very large jug.
Okay.
Miri looks inside the jug.
Sniff.
Yeah.
What was it?
So
Give me the-
Miri, I was just counting. Miri, since you're the first one to open it, roll me a 1d10.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. A 2. As you open it, you recoil. It smells
Oh.
so bad. It smells. Roll me a nature check.
Okay.
This is so convoluted.
What is going
That's
on
fine.
right now?
I feel like I know exactly what this is,
Nature.
and I can't wait to make mayonnaise.
A
With
jar
a
of fermented
10,
eggs.
you don't know what it is, but you get the sense it's kind of medicinal. It's hard to tell.
Well,
Jenkins, do you know what's in here?
I have no idea. It's all
Oh.
yours.
Fantastic.
You don't know
You
what you
made it.
made?
You don't know what's inside of it?
Sometimes the magic of life is not needing to know all the answers.
good
I'm not
enough for
doing
me.
Arcana
So he
check.
just makes random magic items. All right.
Go ahead and
I
do
rolled an
Arcana.
18.
Okay. Kind of examine this, and you were able to determine this is an alchemy jug. This ceramic jug appears to be able to hold a gallon of liquid, and it weighs 12 pounds, whether it's full or empty. Sloshing sounds can be heard from within when it's shaken, even when it's empty. You can use an action and name one liquid from the table below to produce a chosen liquid. Afterwards, you can uncork the jug and pour that liquid out, up to 2 gallons per minute. Maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named. These are the following options: acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, water, fresh, water, salt, and wine.
Oh.
Salty one.
Oh, we can use this to refill up the tank.
Yeah.
Storm, if you
Whenever-
don't mind, I would like the first turn.
Whenever
Sure.
Excellent.
You can add the alchemy jug to your inventory.
Coral is going to be so happy with me.
So Stella, does that mean it has a finite amount for each, or that a finite total?
You can infinitely produce any of these. It is just a max amount of stuff that it can hold at any one given time.
Okay, so infinite mayonnaise is what you're saying.
Chat says
Don't knock it over.
acid can be orange juice. That is true, especially if you you have it after you brush your teeth.
Yes.
Yep. Yucky.
All right, we can have it stay in your room at night.
Yeah, sure. Whatever schedule we work out, really. Ooh, shared custody.
Well,
I
I
def-
appreciate all of the help, and if you ever need anything, just let me know. I know quite a few people, and I've been here a really long time, so I have my ways of procuring things if you are in need.
Well, thank you. I remember the way down.
Actually,
that's
I
good.
do have something I want to ask you.
Yes?
Because you don't respond to everyone who wants an item, right? Like, you, like, kind of pick and choose sometimes.
Well, yes. I like to be a bit selective.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying you have to pick them, but we do have some friends who are going to make an offer to you. And at least one of them is pretty cool, and they've been working really hard on what they're going to leave you.
Hey, they've
So I
both
would,
been
I would
working
like,
hard.
I would like you to hear them out.
Okay. As he looks thoughtful, zombie.
Are we at the moment?
Thank you so much, Igneel Blazeheart, for
Oh,
the
that
card
one.
to zombie.
I forgot about that.
Yay!
Yay!
I thought we were at Fates.
I mean, we could be,
Oh.
but not yet.
That's fine.
Fates.
I'm still debating in my head right now.
Okay.
Zombie has not gotten enough cards this campaign.
Not at all.
Stop.
Oh.
Listen, I said Neil in the chat. I had a
Thank
good
you
card.
so
I didn't
much.
need another.
Thank you, Igneel.
Thank you so much. So, Alexander, you are surrounded by all sorts of artifice here. Witnessing this ingenuity, just out of box thinking and craft. It's quite inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on through your head right now?
He's kind of taken all of this in. I don't know if he's experienced too many yet of kind of the workshop aspect of like, taking items, making them into magic stuff. So he's kind of looking around to see like, all the different supplies that he has and all that other stuff. A little sad that like I looked through my inventory, I had nothing to give. So I'm a little sad I had like nothing to give. So I'm like, maybe I can use the favor next time. But he's just sort of looking around, seeing like, how did he turn this into a jug? How did he do this? And I kind of want to know the magic of this whole thing. That's kind of neat. And so he's just kind of there while everyone else is mesmerized by the jug. I'm just kind of looking around and looking at everything in the workshop.
Alexander, as you're looking around and considering all of the possibility that surrounds you, there's almost an electricity in the air. You get the sense that there is something asleep here. Maybe it's deeper underneath the workshop, or maybe it's in the walls. There is a sort of pervading power that isn't quite able to be seen, but you feel it. You have drawn the Fates card.
Fates card.
You get to alter an event. I mean, look, God, it has been a while. Hold on, let me pull up the exact wording.
Big one.
I think we
Yeah,
haven't
had Fates.
we haven't played a Fates card in like I think maybe almost a year.
It's been a while. We used to get them all the time, and then we just stopped getting them.
I mean,
Kinda
it's
funny.
all random. It's super random.
Mhm.
Let's see. Okay. Fates card. Alter an event or the outcome of an event.
I've had a couple ideas in my mind. I was rattling around. I was gonna put this in chat, and I forgot to put it in chat, so I'll just put it on stream anyway, in case they ever end up watching the stream. I was thinking of just like taking away all of what Drac did from his guest episode, fading that
Oh,
out into
geez.
existence. But I feel like you probably tied a bunch of stuff together from what Drac did, so I don't know if I'd want to undo all that work.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Um,
want to undo our guest appearance.
No, I also, that was the main thought was, Drac was a fun guest. I don't want to undo that. I just think it'd be funny to be like, I caused all this destruction, and then choop, gone.
Yeah, you can't undo two pyramids suddenly appearing.
Damn it.
That's a
Darn
lot. And then
Depending
whatever
on how
those
much Alexander cares about our puppet friend, you could stop the yearly event.
So that was
Just
another
like-
thought I had. I was going to suggest that maybe could I somehow, and this could be like either off screen or a scene somewhere else, could I just like talk to the people or kind of do an investigation? Because, he liked mysteries. Of like finding out why this keeps happening, how this keeps happening, if there's a way he can find a way to stop it. Can I
Okay.
use my Fates card for that, or would it have to be an event that's already happened, like within our game?
So this is really flexible. It's going to essentially come in the form of willpower writing destiny, right? So we can flavor this as you're looking around and something catches your attention, and it's the dollhouse where Sassy Sally Jane has been seated behind. As this crafting is going on, you don't have anything, unfortunately, to contribute, so your attention wanders elsewhere. You're looking at the house. And as you're looking, you get the sense that there's something wrong with it. Some kind of miasma, some kind of scent begins to roil off of it, something barely perceptible. And as you kind of lean in, you drop to a knee and you're inspecting it, you see the door just slightly open. Maybe there was a bit of a rumble, maybe you accidentally bumped something. The door opens and you see Sassy Sally Jane. For some reason, a vision crosses your eyes. You know that this isn't now. This is something that might have happened before. A ghostly hand reaches into the dollhouse and swoops up Sassy Sally Jane. You see the outline of what appears to be a very well-dressed, stout man with a very big hat and a floofy feather. A ghost carries Sassy Sally Jane outside of the sewers. You kind of blink it away and you realize that, oh no, that isn't what's happening right now. She's still right in front of you. And you get the sense that maybe she's cursed. Maybe there's something going on here. Whatever this is, it's clear that it keeps happening. And there's something supernatural tied to it. Maybe this whole like heist kind of like rite of passage thing might have just been auxiliary. Maybe it's just a bunch of college kids just having fun with a coincidence of something much deeper. And I'll say that as you reach out, you touch the dollhouse, it's almost like getting a static shock. Like accidentally brushing your socks over some carpet and touching your cat or your dog. You get that jolt, sort of wakes you up. And then that miasma's gone. You don't sense the curse anymore. Whatever this magic you tapped into, it's changed whatever happens here forever. Then you blink and you see everyone around you. Jenkins looks over to you and gives you a big thumbs up and a big smile.
So Alexander looks really confused. Does he get a sense that this might not happen again?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
gone.
Jenkins,
Yes?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused it. And I don't know what I did to solve this. But there seemed to be a ghost or some kind of like see-through like thing coming through this dollhouse that you have here. And I don't know if you put some kind of magic or curse or got this house protected by something that corrupted or something. But it would the vision I saw is it would drag the doll away into the house or out of the sewer from that house and somehow go into the building that we just came out of.
Oh. Interesting.
I felt like a shock or something like I don't know what y'all have here, but like a kind of like a static shock from where I come from. It's kind of like a like
You
a
mean
little
like
jolt
when you
of
bump
electricity.
into me while I'm charged up?
That, yes. And I touched, I think it was like the doorknob, something on this display of this building here. And it feels like the magic has changed. It feels like there's a darkness that went away. I somehow think I solved this. I don't think we'll have to ever worry about your wife being stolen ever again.
See, from his belt, he pulls out an extremely large magnifying glass. I found the word.
You found it.
Good
You found
job.
it.
He starts inspecting and looking around. You get the sense it's going to take some time. He rolls an Arcana check. Not actually. Like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I was waiting. Sorry.
No.
Alex, that's a lot. Maybe you should go to sleep. You kind of sound crazy.
Well,
Wow.
What?
I mean, it's fair. I mean, we did get dragged out in the middle of the night during this. We're all tired. We're all getting on Storm for being tired, but like literally all of us sacrifice sleep. So like,
That's really cool. But there's like a 10% chance that that's like a really sleep-fueled night terror dream. So
Hey, you shouldn't doubt Alex.
I'm not doubting anything. I am just behaving with caution. Because I'm in a sewer. And it stinks. And I don't want to get
Chose to
thrown
be
into
here.
the sewer.
You hear a
What do you mean?
dong,
And I was like-
dong, dong. There's a clock on the wall, and it is 3
And it is-
a.m.
3 o'clock in the morning. And I need
Oh.
less sleep than the rest of you, so the fact that I'm worried should set you all off.
yeah, well, we'll sleep on it, I guess. And I mean, we're not gonna know for a while if what I did happened anyway. So
True.
And then until
Yes.
next year. Yeah.
Well, don't be strangers. If you want to come back at any time, please feel free. Just bring some interesting things with you.
Interesting. What now?
Stella's tired.
I mean,
Oh,
I might have
Stella.
to find a store for that, but fine. We're gonna go. I will though. I'm gonna make it an effort to collect some fancy things, or at least what I think looks fancy, at least shiny. And I want to come back and I do want to get a cool item from you.
Oh, thanks. And you know what? Even if the curse or whatever you said doesn't happen, then maybe take this as a token of my gratitude, just in case. And
No.
you
Thanks,
see,
Jenkins.
he reaches into one of the pouches on his belt and boom, he pulls out a ball. And he holds it out to you.
Takes it.
It's helped me time to time. Maybe it'll help you.
Can I do some kind of arcana check or whatever on this, or what do I do to look at, like, investigate this ball in my hand?
Yeah.
Throw it.
No.
You can throw it if you want.
No,
It's a ball of non-stop bouncing.
I thought it would be like a giant rubber ball. That'd be funny. No, I just want to invest. I just want to look at it, kind of investigate it.
It doesn't seem to be made out of rubber, but go ahead and roll Arcana. Let's see what you can find out. Okay, 18. It is definitely magic. It appears to be made out of some kind of stone, but like when you're holding it, it feels extremely light, almost effortless, almost weightless.
Interesting. He'll take it and he'll go, "Oh, thank you for this." Still gonna come back for something else though. I feel like I want to also use something else. So, but I do appreciate this. I appreciate the generosity. And he'll put it in his
Okay.
backpack, and I think Alex will just do more looking at it tomorrow. It's 3 a.m. He probably should go to bed.
Okay. Are y'all leaving?
Jenkins,
Yes.
you work with a lot of materials, right?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever seen anything like this? And Storm is gonna pull out one of the vials of goop that we keep finding from mysterious creatures around.
Melody pokes her head back through the door.
Who?
Jenkins leans back. He hesitates and then slowly leans in and reaches for the vial, taking it. There is apprehension that takes his face. This is the look of someone who recognizes something. I'll admit, I've actually seen some of this recently.
Oh.
He uncorks it, puts one of his wooden pinkies inside, and he...
Be
Oh!
careful.
Careful, it like possesses stuff.
Bit late for that, huh? But anyway...
Fair enough.
Shoot up.
I've found this, in the sewers time to time. It's a bit hard to find the source of it. I was wondering if it was something that I could use for some of my creations. But to no avail. It seems to expire pretty easily, and it's unstable. My best guess is that it's a runoff of some kind. Maybe byproduct of another experiment. It isn't a good material to work with. Not something that I can use. Where did you say you found this?
This one came from cooking pots that had a bunch of bugs coming out of it and steam methods.
Interesting.
The one before that came from a mimic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There was also the one that came from 3 frogs that blew up.
Yeah,
and these were all on campus?
the different
Keep
areas.
reading.
So it must be
Yeah,
everywhere. Or at least
Yeah.
widespread. Curious. If you find any more, you should let me know. Perhaps... Do you mind if I take this?
No, go ahead.
Alright.
Go for it.
I'll perform some experiments of my own to see if I can discern anything from it. Strange. Can I get insight checks from everybody? For no
I'm
reason.
great at this.
Insight?
For no reason at all.
Just for fun. You know, for funsies.
For funsies.
Yeah,
for
for
is
funsies.
Jenkins the
Insight
villain?
for funsies.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
bad at insight.
Is Jenkins
I
the
rolled a little
villain, you
high.
ask? He's just a
gonna find
man
out.
that loves his
He
wife.
did just low-key
Yeah,
admit
come
to
on.
kind
No
of being
many
a
of
ghost.
those become villains, Stella. A wife is the step to evil.
Yeah.
You know what? That's true. That is
Wife.
true.
Wife, not even once. Okay, so that is a 6 from Alexander, an 8 from Storm. That's a 24 from Miri, and then a 6 from Melody. Melody, you're gonna have to explain to me, like, why or how you know this, but something.
Wait, Melody with the 6?
Sorry, Miri. My bad. Y'all
Yeah.
both have M names.
It's true.
It's okay.
Uh,
Not a problem.
Miri, you'll have to explain how
Hmm.
you know this to me, but you get the
Sure.
sense that this individual is missing some memories.
As in Jenkins's?
Yes.
Okay.
He stares deeply into the vial, almost as if he's trying to grasp for something, and it's just on the tip of remembrance. And he says, "This reminds me of someone. I think. How does this information manifest for you?"
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
So for what I've perceived is just that he is seeming to have trouble remembering something, to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll even give you so much that maybe his memories have been taken away by something.
Okay. Okay. I don't think that anything really happens, no like sort of like physical occurrence or whatever. And I think getting a sense of that and what they just did, how they just helped Jenkins, Miri wouldn't really like act on that and wouldn't really say anything out loud because it seems a bit personal. So I think that for the moment they would sort of keep that to themselves.
Okay.
It's something private.
Moment passes by, and Jenkins just shakes his head. "Just leave it with me. I will investigate. I'm sure I'll be able to bump into you somewhere on campus."
Just not in our bed again, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize for that.
It's
So
fine.
I
please
don't
be
want-
careful. That stuff tends to do a lot of bad things.
I'm not worried about Melody. I'm worried about the next time you wake up Coral. She might you might have to get some stuffing replaced or wood replaced.
That's fair. Oh. Do you need help leaving the sewers, or all right? Bye.
That
I
And
was telling us to
remember
get out.
smash cut to everyone just sort of being forced out of, and the wooden door closes behind you.
Later.
I stink, and I want a bath.
Hey, at
It
least you
smell
get to
like
walk on 2
nutmeg.
feet.
Yeah,
You
that's
float.
true.
In the sewer!
That's pretty gross.
We fast forward to
Thankfully-
the group of you
Yeah.
gathering in the plaza outside of the biblioplex.
Zombie, do you have prestidigitation?
Yeah, I don't think I've used my thing. Hold on, let me double check if I don't already have it as a cantrip.
Storm would know
I
what
do.
cantrips
I do have
you
it as a cantrip. So.
Storm would be begging you to clean her as soon as they get out.
Oh, then yeah. Poof, prestidigitation.
Thank you, Alex.
Welcome. Anybody
You
else
all
want some?
smell nice and crispy, like fresh laundry.
Oh
Better.
boy.
I use
Dryer
the fancy
sheets.
stuff with the bear.
Well, I
The
mean,
not the downy bear.
we did the thing. I can go back to bed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should all go to bed.
I don't know if I'm
think
gonna
festival
sleep. I'm
coming up
wide
and
awake.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Have fun with the jug.
Thank you. You'll have it tomorrow night.
I'm gonna make so much mayonnaise.
I'm gonna refill the aquarium. The thing.
It's for
reeks.
sandwiches. It's for sandwiches.
I'm going to bed.
Mayonnaise in the aquarium. What
No
are
salt
these-
water in the aquarium.
What are these Gen Zers up to? Oh my god. This institution used to stand for something.
Something.
Doesn't it float?
Shut the
Like
fuck
everything
up.
here floats.
You're lucky you're so beautiful. Anyway, so the next day comes and the group of you meet up for lunch inside of the biblioplex. Unceremoniously, boom, slamming her hands onto the table is none other than
Art.
none
Yeah, it
other than
Rosie Miffinbip was Fedelums.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think too.
Probably. If it is her, I definitely do
No.
greet her with her whole name.
Melon Thornton. Melon Thornton.
Yeah,
Yep,
there it is.
Yep. I knew from the way that the person had approached us.
are all my NPCs so predictable? All right.
No, just
No.
You're just
Rosie.
very good at role playing. We can tell it apart.
Exactly.
immediately.
It's because of how vibrant the role was. Of not the role, ROLE, not yeah.
I heard that something happened last night. Eh? Spill the beans. You see this sprightly, very vibrant person appearing. Rosie's eyes are wide and shiny as she looks at the group of you. Her hair twinkling. The various trinkets that are woven within. Eh? Who's about to spill the beans?
It's true. We're awesome. Alchemy jug on the table.
Oh.
Uh.
That's not what I thought you were going to present. Rumor has it around the campus that you were the ones that pulled off the heist, eh?
We didn't steal anything. There was no heist.
Way to stay cool, Storm.
She looks at you. Ooh, you naughty thing. We all know
You're
it.
One who broke into it was crazy.
Well, the school's already talking about it. The right people. I'll let you know. It's a bit of a buzz. Some might even call you heroes.
Well, I don't know about that.
Not everyone here at the school has the moxie to pull off something like that. The call had come out, and you answered. People remember that sort of thing.
Alex apparently ended it.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I hope so. I'm on. Oh no, I'm on a mission to.
The curse had
I'm
come
on-
for him.
Yeah.
Alex, why are you trying to carry so many things at once, Alex?
Oh, let me help
I
you. And she helps
I
you
don't.
set
I have a
some
minus
things
one in
down.
strength. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Rosie's
I'll
really
help you on
strong.
my
She'll
bird
help.
return day.
Well, I'm hoping anyway. I think I have some kind of vision and sight thing that I normally will get on very rare occasions with stuff like this. That's why I believe I might have done it. If not, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I was also dead tired, so like it could have been like as Melody pointed out to me, it could have been the fact that I'm just kind of have 10% of it could be that I was just tired. I just thought of the whole thing, but
Rosie
I'm hoping I did.
looks so confused. Rosie has no idea what you're talking about, and she says, "Okay,
We just move on.
The doll's not gonna go missing anymore.
what do you mean,
There was
Missing.
a curse, according to Alex.
curse? Oh,
Uh-huh.
I suppose that makes sense. I've always
No
sort of
more
just
curse.
assumed that it was upperclassmen that would set it all up.
I kept waiting for someone to like jump out at us the whole time, but no one ever did.
Yeah, no.
No.
Under the table, I thought the voice coming from Sassy Sally was like one of the upperclassmen at first, and not like a voice box.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh, she had a mouth on her. She was not nice at all, Rosie.
Yeah.
Take it as a bit of inspiration. That's a classic right there.
Her
Tradition.
quintillion.
She kept talking about chocolate, and I didn't have any, and no, I wanted chocolate.
Very.
She also said something about being gross.
Yeah, uncalled for, I say.
Well, if it's chocolate you want or drinks, I'm sure that if you go around the tavern or the cafe here, someone will feature you with something for free. You are heroes today, after all. You finished the heist.
And
You-
Draveness still owes us some free drinks, actually.
Oh, yeah. We never got those.
We never
That's
did.
true.
Well, if you plan on going there after class, I'll join you. Maybe I can get a free drink too.
Rosie,
Yes?
do you want mayonnaise?
What?
Well, it's my turn to use the jug, and mayonnaise is actually really good for cleaning scales, so I have a lot.
Let me get some for my sandwich supply.
I appreciate the offer, and I'll keep you in mind if I need some mayonnaise, but I think I'm good for right now. All right, well, class should start soon. I'll see you around.
See you soon, Dumpling.
See you later.
In the upper left-hand
Yeah.
corner, Rosie will remember this.
Rosie bounces away. Speaking of
We need to
class,
plan Xanthar's party.
we begin to have this conversation about planning a party on your way to class.
I think also Alex will look over at Storm and go, "Do you really use mayonnaise to clean?"
Oh, it's good for skin too. It's an exfoliator, and it can also remove crayons and other things as a cleaning supply.
It's good for your hair.
It is.
I never liked the stuff myself, but I mean, I don't know how much extra you're gonna have, but I may as well try some if you got any extra.
If the scales
Wait,
are
neither
really
of
bad,
you
I may
have
use
hair.
Well, I have scales.
Why is Melody yelling this?
Because I like to think that we're talking like pairs, and I'm like 3 pairs ahead. And wait a minute, sorry, I
Rick.
forgot that neither of you had hair.
Tom Rex is right by you, looking up at you like, what are you talking so?
I may also use a bit of the acid if my scales get too.
Wait, doesn't Melody technically not have hair too?
It's hair enough.
Yeah.
It's fair enough.
Fair enough.
Adjacent to
The
hair.
only person here right now that the closest thing to hair is Tomerix, and it's more like it is hair, but it's like vine-ish.
Coral has
You
so
have
much hair.
follicles.
The Coral has
Yeah.
so much
Mhm.
hair.
More than enough for all of us.
You make your way into the classroom and you see Professor Verelda Lang, the dryad that runs magical physiologies, is posted up towards the front. All right, class, settle down, come on in. We need to prepare for the upcoming exam.
It's so good last time.
Everyone begins to
Yeah.
settle and quiet down as she taps on the chalkboard behind her. She says, "This will be last exam for this semester. I hope that you have been keeping up with your studies, but we will go over the material here now, just to ensure that you have a bit more time to be prepared." She sharpens her eyes at the people who failed the last quiz. As
Wait,
she...
Stella, we never actually got a confirmation.
Huh.
So Rosie had wished for everyone to pass, so everyone who failed the quiz as far as the NPCs was getting a retake for the test. Did they all fail again?
Let's see. 2 of them failed.
They got retakes. NPCs.
Wow.
NPC advantage. Dang. So she sharpens her eyes at
I'm a bones.
2
Oh
of
my god,
them.
it's Quintilius again.
Poor
Get
guy.
a
Can't catch a
retake.
break.
You should have used fate to make him pass a fucking exam.
I have a card. What is the card I
Dang.
have? That doesn't help. Okay. So as Professor Verelda Lang taps the chalkboard again with a stick, you can see that swirling into view is the sketch of a creature that looks like... Oh god, how do I describe this?
Shapes.
Okay, it's kind of like an ottoman, but it has 3 legs, made out of flesh, with a mouth, but no nostrils, no eyes, just a bunch of teeth, and then some appendages that end with barbed pads.
Nightmare fuel. Got it.
Meat cube? I don't.
It looks like this.
It's a puppy.
Oh yeah, it's a puppy.
Oh, yep. That's a dog.
You see this.
Bad puppy.
Oh, it's just a wrinkly dog.
Mhm.
I'm
Exactly.
imagining this whole conversation being in character, by the way.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no, this is a
extremely
doggy.
bad puppy. Forbidden even, I might say.
Probably not the best. No.
Oh,
I
it's
wouldn't
the
feed a treat.
prehistoric dog.
Like that doesn't look natural. Is that a monstrosity?
Wait, is this a dog from the dinosaur universe?
Or is it an abomination?
You are both incorrect.
Oh,
Is it
well.
an aberration?
There you go.
Oh, I don't want, we don't want those.
B plus, B plus.
There's a lot of terms for very similar creatures.
Yeah, that's even if it's 10 points a thing. That was a C. We passed.
We did it,
Melvin
everyone.
Thorne, at a delay, kind of leans over and claps towards you, Melody, as you get it correctly.
Yeah, that's my dude. We're like this.
All right. I'm going to need perception checks from everyone to see how well you pay attention to what's going on with the lesson.
I'm not okay.
That is a natural 20 from Melody. Very nice. That's a 4 from Storm. A 24
My stupid is catching.
from Miri, and a
I'm
17
just gonna write
from
bones
Alexander.
on the quiz. No.
Oh no!
Don't worry, we're not at the quiz yet. The quiz
Who's
is not
holding
today.
the bone stick today?
We're just preparing.
So, as y'all are just like, you're absorbing this information perhaps for the first time, Melody, what is so gosh darn dang heck going right for you here and whoever's sitting next to you?
I think Melody is like watching, but her hands are like kind of sketching, and she doesn't have great artistic talent. But like idly, she is sketching herself using this thing like a yo-yo with its tentacles, and so every so often it's just giggling to herself. It's like, yeah, stupid feet. So like she's paying attention to the lecture to like make sure that her drawing is like anatomically correct.
I love that. That's so good. That's so good for you. And choose an NPC that's sitting next to you.
Belvedere. He's my homie. He clapped for me, so I went to go sit next
He
to him.
turned to his right and just clapped directly next.
Yeah,
Mm,
at a serious delay. That's my homie.
He is a true friend.
You mess with him, you mess with me.
So, Melody, I'm gonna copy paste all of these facts of the Autiug.
Atiug?
Atiugs.
Artisanal bread.
Yeah.
There you go. Forbidden knowledge.
Ooh, fast facts.
yay.
Okay.
The forbidden knowledge.
Miri.
Hey, wait a minute. You told me this
Yes.
thing doesn't have eyes.
It doesn't have eyes.
The middle
Yeah, it does.
tentacle is eyes.
Okay, hold on. Let's look this up.
Yeah. There's 3 of them.
Okay, I guess it does. It has dark vision and passive perception. Okay. Yeah. It has 3 eyeballs on one of its tentacles. I don't like that.
Me either.
Melody adds a black eye to the tentacle she's holding.
Punched it.
Melwin
Fortunate-
Thorn claps again.
I'm just glad it's not biblical seraphim levels. And just 3 of them.
Oh, my favorite.
Lesson is kind of on the dry side. I imagine, Storm, that it's really hard to concentrate here. Why is it so difficult for you to pay attention today?
Dragons require very specific sleep schedules, and mine was interrupted.
Are you asleep in class right now?
Yes.
Okay. Alexander, you're able to kind of pick up on some of this stuff here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna message you 2 of these.
Okey doke.
Surely this will not come up later. Surely none of these facts can be used for my immediate advantage. That would be silly.
Bones?
Mm.
Miri.
Funny you say that, actually.
Miri, as you're listening to this lecture here, how are you so successful in remembering all of these details that aren't coming across?
I think it really is just straight up that they were disappointed in themselves for, not doing great last time and substituting playing with an owlbear for actually studying. So I think they're just going to be a little bit more serious, listen to Professor Lang
Okay.
intently.
Okay. I'm going to give you some of these. Okay. So as the group of you absorb this information with varying degrees of success, eventually the lecture comes to a close and the professor will say, "You have 3 days to study and then we will be taking the exam. Good luck. If you need me, you know where to find me." The group of you are kicked out of class and you're hanging out in the
Dang.
biblioplex again.
I don't know. The
Yeah.
free floating curriculum just really works with me. Like class basically on our own time, studying basically on our own time.
It's not bad.
I prefer a little
I just-
bit
I
more
like it.
structure myself.
I mean, you could provide some. You just probably have to overload yourself with activities and like Who wants that?
That's
Speaking
true, yeah,
of
yeah.
activities, we're going to do a little bit of montage of the next 3 days. Some of you have work, some of you are part of different classes. I want to do some general roles here to see how things are going at a very high level with these things. So we'll start off with Alexander. Alexander, you currently have a job as a bookshelver at the Biblioplex.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose one skill and tell me how it applies to what you're doing at work. And you can roll it for me. DC will be 12.
Okay. So how by this point how long would I have been working for the Biblioplex? I know it hasn't been a long time, but like
We'll say that it's
couple
been
months?
close. Yeah, it's been close to like 3 months now.
okay. I feel like within 3 months I would get like the general sense of like sort of where some of the like were like there are probably pockets of the shelves where I'll like go and I kind of remember where stuff is, right? And I'll kind of get like a kind of like a thought or kind of like, okay, the way that we put away mystery books is this way, the way that we've put away science books is this way, the way that we've put away novels is this way. So with my history of knowing how to do these books, it seems like all the other books are organized in a very similar way. So I'm gonna try and spend the next few days trying to up my without being told, because usually I've been told, okay, this is how you do it. I'm going to use this knowledge that I have grown from the history of me working at this place to kind of make all the shelves look a little bit more pretty, try to up my work a little bit and try and get like more of it to look nice.
Okay. Since you mentioned doing this over a course of days, I'll give you advantage as you take this on as a sort of mini project. So go ahead and roll history at advantage, please. Wow,
Yes.
natural 20.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Nerd.
Yes. Goddamn right.
The next 3 days kind of pass relatively quickly for you. There's just a lot to do, and as you are working here, you eventually get approached by Drazimir.
Ooh.
Drazimir comes up to you and says, "Ah, Alexander, I'm so glad to have caught you before the end of your shift. I have a
Yeah,
few
how did-
notes.
Okay.
Your efforts to help recategorize the various sections of the Biblioplex library have not gone unnoticed. We wanted to give you a raise.
Oh. I definitely won't mind that.
And personally, I wanted to say thank you.
Mhm.
I like to think of this place almost as if a second home, and it is something important to me.
Well, I was gonna ask when you came up. I was gonna ask how the section looks. Apparently, it's fine since I'm getting a raise. But
It is
where?
the finest
Go ahead.
it has looked in years.
Oh, that makes me even more happy.
As Drazimir gestures, you see that his eyes are a little watery. They're sparkling. He's moved by this.
He's moved.
Moved by this. He even lowers his voice and leans into you and says, I think that between you and me, we are probably the kindest people to these books.
Oh.
I think we are the most loved by them in return.
Oh, I would hope so.
This place has a bit of a life to itself. I think it has grown fond of us, especially you.
Well, to give you, I know we've talked a little bit about our book history and such a little bit, but where I come from, I don't know how well traveled you are, but I come from Candlekeep, and there's a crypt that's there, and I got to visit it quite a few times. Met some people there as well, and it gave me a very big appreciation for organization, how the books looked. It is a very massive place. If you ever get to go there, just tell them Alexander sent you, and then you should have a pretty good time. But it going there, and I learned a lot of knowledge because I had a big fascination with just not mystery books but all kinds of other books, and it gave me appreciation for these books, how they're organized, how good they're kept, they're maintained. And so I kind of wanted to apply that here, because I'll be honest, when I first got here and I kind of looked at the books, and I kind of looked at the organization, I knew something was off, but I didn't know what it was because I hadn't worked here yet. So now that I kind of figured out what it looks like, you guys is how you want things done, it gives me a great pleasure to know that it cheers you up how well I've been doing this, because I've been really the past couple days really been trying to focus on making this look really, really good.
It is wonderful. In fact, your method here makes the most sense. I will try everything in my power to maintain all of your hard work. I think you've changed this place for the better. In fact, as a token of my appreciation... He reaches into his robe and he pulls out a tiny piece of paper.
Oh.
I've written a poem for you.
Yay!
I love Drasimir.
Hold on, for me?
For you.
Oh.
He adjusts his spectacles. Stella takes no ownership of this poem. I literally just Googled it right now. A friend is like a star that twinkles and glows. Or maybe like the ocean that gently flows. A friend is like gold that you should treasure and take care of forever and ever and ever. He folds it up and he hands it to you.
Oh.
Romance unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Alex will immediately take out his backpack, unzip it, look around. There's a few hidden spots in there, I'm sure, somewhere, where like not too much stuff is. I want to find a nice, secure spot to put this, like something special. So I find like a little, like maybe like one of those, like if you've ever seen in backpacks where they have like little pencil or pen holders, like put it in like one of those.
Aw, that's so sweet. I thought you were gonna say you're gonna take out the horn and blow it at him.
No.
Oh, that's such a nice poem.
Proposal denied.
Listen, this isn't V in this situation. This is me.
You're so
I'm not gonna
right.
just.
How chaotic do you think
You're
I
not
am?
gonna just choose the
Very.
most chaotic option available. You're so right.
How many custom rolls do you have?
Like 3,
Yeah.
maybe 4.
Okay. Drasimir puts a warm hand on your shoulder, pats you, says, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.
Take care. You too.
And he leaves.
I
And
think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just think Alex is just smiles and he kind of looks around and like all the stuff that he's done, and the appreciation, and then if whatever time is left in his shift, he's gonna keep putting in that same effort, maybe with a little extra oomph of trying to get as much organized done as he can. He knows that there's no way in the rest of his shift he can get everything done, but because of that, he's gonna put in a little extra effort, knowing that it feels like he's very appreciated.
I love that. With an entirely different sort of energy.
Hi, Easy.
So, 1 second. Okay. We cut over towards the magical labs. Campus magic labs. And it is there that we can see a string of potions have been set up. And where Melody is at work. You are a volunteer lab partner.
Goggles.
Okay. Urzmatok is sidling up next to you, and they are holding a suspiciously large beaker. And you can see that it has this sort of dark purple liquid in it, and something is moving around inside.
I'd almost hate to ask. I feel like you've definitely told me what this is, Urzmatok, but I do not remember.
You needn't worry yourself with the details. I am perfectly capable of running the experiments myself and also taking the observational notes.
Of course, I can dictate if you want. Whatever's really easy for you. I brought an alchemy jug. I thought that would impress you a little bit, so I decided to bring it along. I met a little man in the sewer who gave it to me.
He doesn't look at you. His brows kind of twist together and he looks thoughtful. He puts the beaker down. Let me see this jug of yours.
Why, yes, of course.
He begins a number of experiments to check it out. And you can see these large glasses that he has on his eyes are extremely magnified behind them. His eyes are actually a very pretty shade of blue, in case you wanted to know.
It's like the big, like SpongeBob, like beautiful eye. No, it's the Adventure Time ones, like the big, beautiful eyes.
Yeah, if he looked at you from like a side profile and you saw like how long his lashes were, ooh, but he's a little stinky.
It's okay.
And squishy.
Fair.
Yeah.
He slides the alchemy jug towards you. This should prove useful at some time. I have cataloged this within my memory in case I need to require some assistance of this nature. But for now, you can put it away.
Wonderful. I need a day notice if you can do that, please, because I have this isn't just mine, so custody in that.
This is very interesting to me. I understand the concept of friends. But what is this shared custody? Why? How did you acquire the manner of this sort of item?
Well, that little, the story that everybody tells about that little guy in the sewers who, if you leave him 3 items, he'll leave you something back. Have you ever heard of that? Oh, wait, you said you don't have friends. That is likely not something that you would ask about. It's a piece of gossip that floats around. You're friends with Rubina. I've seen you two converse. And Nora. You have friends.
I love to imagine that you're just kind of talking at him. He doesn't actually reply to you at any point, and you just kind of keep going on.
Yeah, fully. Just I'm telling him the whole story.
He just keeps opening his mouth at one point, and then you change the statement.
Yeah.
And so we gave him a magic flower, that rod that I was like, is this magical? And you're like, no, it's just expensive. And then a healing potion. And he just gave us this, and he said it's not like a science to it, though everything is a science if you study it long enough.
Everything is a science. I would stake my reputation on it.
Despite how different we are, we agree on very key things, Urzmatok.
I do not think I like this individual you have spoken of, and their methods are questionable to me. I have many uncertainties that I would like to iron out with this individual.
Maybe you should make an offering and study his process.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Erzmatok lost in the sewers. New
Erzmatok will
acquired.
be fine. If he handled that like monster thing before I found him, he'll be okay. Besides, I'm not that persuasive.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I'm not that persuasive.
I will not go to the sewer. There is no business that requires me to go there. My schedule is incredibly robust.
Yes. Yes, of course. My mistake. I'm so sorry.
You are forgiven. I do appreciate the information that you have given me. It is not often that I have assistants that provide such things without a demand for something in return.
I mean, you did save my life.
I did. And I
You're
would
a
do
good
it
boss.
again. This is correct. He picks up the beaker again. Now, you must precisely follow my instructions, or this will explode, and we may die. All in the name of good science. Okay.
Sir.
You can choose any skill that you want here, and we can figure out a way that it applies, but let's see how well you perform.
Please don't roll a nat 1 on the potion of fireball.
Try not to die.
I am now very worried when handling everything. So, you know, when you like tense your body and it becomes a lot slower.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to use athletics to handle everything extremely carefully.
Okay.
That sounded like an initiative roll.
Stop it. Be nice to me.
You're activating your glutes and your
My
core.
glutes.
Yeah.
And I'm lifting with my legs.
Yeah, 16.
Melody's core, you say.
We have this montage here
Hey.
of you being the perfect assistant. You are fast enough, you are strong enough, and you deliver everything to the exact parameters as he expects. Very good. You know, perhaps it is a waste for you to only be a volunteer lab assistant. I might consider you for a more senior position than a simple volunteer, if that is something you're interested in.
I would be happy to. I have an idea for a few experiments I'd like to begin conducting.
Is that so?
Mostly to do with this, if you want in. And she's pointing at the core in her chest.
His eyes widen. I think this is the first time that he's had a very good look at it. He takes off his gloves, which are now like smoking from handling the latest experiment. He sets them down. They're just kind of slowly being eaten away by whatever substance the two of you were messing with. He leans in and he tries to get a close inspection of it. But of course, respecting your private space. And he says, interesting, fascinating, even. I know just the people we could speak to regarding some of the more intricate matters such as these. I am no wizard of great knowledge considering the sort of engineering. My expertise lies in the matter of more biodegradable matters.
You like creatures.
I do.
Don't you like chair the horticulture club or something?
I do. It fascinates me. Life takes such a great diversity of shapes. We only know just a drop in the ocean of the possibility among the planes. Does that not inspire you?
Well, considering I like to think that I am a possibility in the plains, yes.
That's how he laughs, by the way, from now on.
Wonderful. He
Like
just
he's
needs
always
someone.
choking mid-laugh.
Erzmatok just needs someone to queen out with. He really just does.
Uh.
His queening out just looks a little different from ours.
He says, "No. If you need anything in the meantime, consider my schedule open for you. I am an excellent tutor if you need assistance in studying."
Oh. I hate to cash in a favor on someone else's behalf. Okay, there's this guy who keeps failing exams in our classes. And
It sounds
he's
like this person is a waste of my time.
I think that even if the person is a waste of your time, their connections and status are not.
Who is this mysterious student that requires my help?
Melanthor the Third, the
Queen-
rich boy.
Quintilius.
Melwin for
Ah, I do not like this individual.
We don't either, but his family is very old and very rich.
I take back my offer to help you. I do not
Okay.
want to do this.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you for the offer, though. That means a lot, Erzmatok.
You are welcome to try to change my mind, but I do not want anything to do with that pompous ass.
That's okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll just ask you for a study guide and try to teach it to him myself.
That is your choice of how to
Yes.
spend time.
That is how I have removed you from this situation.
Our work is concluded for this day. I
Yes,
expect you to return tomorrow on time. Again, you were very good and punctual. Please repeat that.
Yes, Erzmatok.
Leave.
Have a productive rest of your day.
leave.
So fun.
Please repeat that. Actually leave.
I love Erzi.
I love him so much.
You did great.
He's-
Get out of my face.
Thank you.
He's so he's methodically cute.
Thank you so much
That
for
really is.
like not being like, ugh.
He just knows what he's about. I respect that. I know what I'm about.
Yeah. We love Urzi.
Okay. We cut over to, I don't know if I have good music for this. That's perfect. Okay. We cut over to a large open grassy field, and we see currently in action is the Silk Ball Club. Miri, you're dressed in the uniform of an athlete, and beside you is someone familiar that has been training alongside you. That's right. It's important that you get in a good stretch. Javanesh is leaning and doing the various stretches alongside you.
I think that Tomerix is very much excelling at the stretches. If you like want to check me with a roll on this, that's fine. But
No, you're
Tomerix is doing very well at the stretches. Like, you know, they're very small, but they're also very like flexible. They're very lithe and muscular, but not like, you know, like bodybuilder type of muscular. So they're at least right now in this aspect, you know, sort of the warm-ups, they're very confident and sure of themselves.
All right, look. It's to my understanding that the other team, they've got a bit of a weak flank on the left side, right? So it might be
Okay.
imperative if we try to take that to our advantage, eh?
Gotcha.
Are we in a game, or are we just at practice?
Let's go. All right. Team formation AB. He starts running.
Well, okay.
Stella doesn't know how to play silk ball, but we're gonna fucking make it up.
It's kind of like Blitzball in Final Fantasy X.
So you're in a giant orb of water kicking soccer balls
No,
towards the goal?
not like that. But it's very much like it's similar to like or like and again, not exactly the same, but like Australian rules football. It's like a thing where like the silk ball, you like hold on to it, and like, you know, it's the thing you kind of go around. I'm not sure if like magic is involved.
It says here that silk ball is a cross between lacrosse and dodgeball. So we're gonna lean into the dodgeball part here. Okay. So you're playing magical dodgeball. Okay.
With big sticks.
Yeah. So you see Javanesh take up the right flank as you start heading over towards the left flank. And we kind of zoom out, seeing the other team and also your team opposing one another. But somewhere in the middle, we see two familiar people. The first one being Rosie, wearing a referee outfit. Next to them is Storm, also wearing a referee outfit.
Yay! I forgot that Storm is doing. I forgot that Storm does that.
We want a clean game, all right, Storm? If you have any questions, just we should come up with a secret signal. That way, I know that you need some help.
Don't worry, I read the entire rulebook 3 times.
You good? Yeah. You are radiating confidence, my friends. You've got this. Yeah. Oh, fuck it. We don't need a secret motion between the two of us in case you need trouble or backup. You've got this all on your own. Okay, great. She just starts running to the other side of the field.
Don't get trampled.
You can see her just weaving between everyone. She is so fast on her feet. She is surprisingly nimble. Storm, you've had some time to acquaint yourself with refereeing on this field here. What has that been like for you?
While Storm is normally a very shy person, having a strict, like, guidebook to follow for interactions makes her a bit more aggressive.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
You have a magical whistle and everything. It automatically casts thaumaturgy on you. So if you need to, like, make a call or something, it is essentially just projects you across the field. Can I get from Storm a perception check and an insight check?
16 perception.
Okay.
18 insight.
Okay. You have your eye on the ball. You see the intimate and quick interactions between the various teammates as they're going about Silk Ball here. Miri, as you're playing, what kind of method do you want to take here? What do we see as you're taking to the field?
You cheat, I'm gonna snitch on you.
I don't know. Is Storm like paying more attention to Miri than other players?
Don't worry about Storm. I'm asking about you. Like, what is Miri's vibe on the field?
Miri is like, you know, very in this environment they feel a little bit more confident and trusting their instincts, as opposed to, like, you know, with the owlbear and the test. This is a little bit more physical, a little bit more within their natural realm. So it's not that they weren't paying attention during practice and stuff. They just really seem to take well to the field of the ball, all that stuff. and they're taking, Javanesh's advice, like the advice about the team, the left flank, all that. But it seems to just be coming to them pretty naturally. Not that they're, the star player of the team yet, but they've melded very well into being like a very good like first year utility player, or the makings of that.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll athletics. We'll use this as like a sort of pulse for your previous games, so not for what's going on right now, but for the history.
Okay. Oh, athletics is something I don't have anything in, plus or minus. Straight up.
If you want to do acrobatics instead, you can do that.
That'll be a little bit better, yeah. My dex is
Okay.
a bit better.
Yeah, that's fine. Acrobatics.
Okay. Thank you.
Ooh, natural 20. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you have been dominating. There have been some friendly sparring and just kind of just going toe to toe with Javanesh, and you have absolutely dominated those trials. Javanesh has even said, "You know what? I think that you might even be better than me. You just need to get you some field time, and hey, you might make captain pretty quickly." Right. So Javanesh is confident enough to leave you to your own devices. He is running the ball and pushing forward with the flank here. So for this moment, as you are playing Silk Ball, you have some choices. You can roll at advantage if you want to cheat. Okay. If you cheat, you get to roll advantage, but you have to roll a deception check. And that deception check will go against Storm's 16.
Yeah.
So do you want to cheat or do you want to be honorable?
No.
Okay.
Especially with rolling so good for like my skill in it. Like if they're just like owning the pitch, Tomrix wouldn't see a reason to cheat. So
Okay. Oh, that was like leading up to this. Like this will be a very specific instance and set of events.
sure.
So
Sure.
for this match, let me get an insight check from you and an acrobatics check from you.
Okay. Well, what I meant was like in light of how well they have done it in previous matches, they wouldn't see a reason to cheat.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. What was the check again?
Insight, please, and then acrobatics.
Okay. Insights.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay,
Wow.
okay. Wow. Holy
If you'd had
shit.
advantage, that would have been 3 nat
If you
20s back to back.
cheated, oh my god, that's wild. Okay, so that's
Always cheat. That's the lesson Stella's teaching us.
That's a natural 20 for your history of playing this, of your training. That's a natural 20 for your insight in this game right now. And then that is unfortunately a 6 for your acrobatics, where if they had advantage, they would have got another natural 20. So that's 3 natural 20s that could have been in a row. Okay, so what happens here is you're playing an honest game. You see that the other team is being incredibly aggressive. With your natural 20 insight here, you are one pulse, one breath with your entire team. It's almost as if, like, for a split second, all of you are able to gauge exactly what you're going to do in the next moment. You are completely synchronized with one another. It's almost like a dance on the battlefield. With that 6, describe to me how you absolutely fumble the ball here. This
Like,
isn't
I would-
necessarily your fault.
All right.
Someone on the other team has cheated.
Okay. I think maybe since Tomrix was playing like a clean game, perhaps the the way that that player came in and to like dispossess the silk ball was maybe some kind of like maneuver that's kind of like known to be kind of like dirty, but perhaps at just the right angle the refs wouldn't be able to see. And so I'm not sure, like I don't know enough about sports to make
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
The only sport I'm super familiar with is soccer, but I don't think it's like a slide tackle or anything like that. It's more of just like a very like
It's like a dirty
quick
move.
sort of
It's really aggressive.
yeah, like sleight of hand style, but like quick.
Yeah.
So fast that like the refs didn't see, or unless Storm caught it.
Ooh, they rolled an
But that's not
18. Yeah. So just as Storm is watching this interaction, sees that you're playing clean, and Storm just happens to look away right as the dirty move comes in. They elbow you in the face to wrench the ball from you, and then they run. Then we will see. You see that Javanesh tries to make a play for it. He dives in, attempting to secure the ball, and he misses. And with that, team loses.
Damn.
Storm, you can see that there's a wave of disappointment over the crowd here as the home team suffers a loss. Rosie just kind of helplessly shrugs from the distance as she looks over. And you can see that Miri is bleeding from the nose. Maybe someone cheated here, but you didn't see the actual move, so you can't really call it. Oh, that was a close one. Sorry, Mary. If only I had... it was just a little faster. And I might have been able to get in that steal at the last second.
It's okay. It was... I should have been better, but... Something feels off.
Ah, pish posh. You did great.
Thank you.
If we had a whole team of yous, we would be unstoppable.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know. Javandesh keeps throwing captain around and me in the same sentence, and I don't know about that. I'm just a first year.
This is Javanesh talking to you, by the way.
Oh, I thought it was Rosie. I got confused.
Well,
Pretend I said him.
yeah. He says,
Yeah.
you can probably make captain pretty soon. You know?
I don't know. Not so sure.
Well,
I don't doubt your, assessment of my skill. I'm just really new at this, and as we saw today, I still have things to learn, I think, but...
Well, you know what the best thing is about having a team? You don't have to learn them alone. And he'll reach into his pocket and he'll pull out an embroidered handkerchief, and he holds it out to you. You've got a little bit of something right there.
No,
They would not have noticed they were bleeding, and they'll, like, for the first time realize that as they wipe it with the handkerchief and be like,
oh, thank you. I didn't realize that was happening. Oh,
Well, let's go get a snack.
that sounds
It's
good.
all
I'm really
me.
hungry. Awesome.
And he'll attempt to try to put his arm over your shoulders in a sign of camaraderie and try to lead you off of the field.
that Tomerix will accept the arm. That's fine. And they'll go along.
Storm. Rosie closes the distance and sidles up to you. What'd you think? It was a heart-thumping game, wasn't it?
I need a moment. And Storm is going to slink over to the other team.
Okay. Rosie kind of calls out as you're leaving. Do you need me to come with you?
I'll be fine.
All right. She gives you a thumbs up, and then she turns and she goes to like help clean up. You head on over to the other team. You can see that they are glowing. They are so proud of themselves and beaming, doing some stretches. One of the smaller athletes turns to face towards you. An owlin. And you can see that her feathers are sort of like slicked back with a headband. Oh, hey, Ref.
Storm will stop in front of the group and examine them all carefully.
Okay. As you look over them, you'll see that owlin kind of tried to get their attention. Hey, squad. I think the ref wants us. And then they begin to slowly quiet down and they all face towards you so you can get a good look. What are you looking for?
I'd like to do an insight check to see if there's anyone who seems like they aren't enjoying the celebration as much, like it's tinged with guilt.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and roll me that insight check. Okay.
15.
A 15. Let's see here. Okay. As you look over the team, you can see that there is, in fact, one person. They're sort of sitting down on the ground, their elbows perched on their knees, and they're just kind of looking at the ground and not so much looking up at you. This appears to be an elven woman with her hair pulled back into a tight pony. She seems out of breath. You've heard the others address her as captain.
What's the matter? Not enjoying the celebration with your friends?
She looks up at you. Huh? Oh, we just had a lot riding on this game. It was a tough one.
Storm will stare into their eyes for a bit, letting silence sit.
As you stare, she's the first one to break it. She sort of nervously looks around and then starts to fiddle with the grass. Is there something that you needed, Ruff?
How much effort would you say that you put in to your training?
Oh, as much as I can fit in, you know? And there's a low chuckle that comes from the other teammates as they're watching and listening.
How would you feel if you put in all that effort, and then someone stole victory from you by cheating?
She looks you in the eyes. Cheating? You wouldn't cheat.
Storm takes a breath. It always comes back, you know. Done it once, he'll try to do it again. More it goes, worse the consequences will be.
Right. Guess so. She looks nervous as she's watching you. Well, yes?
If it keeps happening, it's not just whoever cheated that will be to blame. It'll be the whole team. really what you want? Cough, cough, persuasion check.
Yeah, go for it.
Using the blessing that Zombie gave me.
Sure, do that advantage. 20, dirty 20. Okay. She starts to get extremely red in the face, and it gets to a point where she can't even look at you anymore. She suddenly just stands up and brushes herself off. Right, everyone? We should head off. Let's go hit the showers, and we're gonna have to take the portal back. She looks at you over her shoulder as she's about to leave. You see the guilt all over her face. She can't hide that.
And with that, I turn and head back over to Rosie.
Okay. As you head back over to Rosie, you can see that whatever she was doing, she's finished it pretty quickly, and she is craning her neck, trying to be nosy and catch wind of whatever the fuck you were doing over there. Oh, hey!
I see you're curious as always.
How? You alright there? It seemed a bit intense.
I'm alright, just trying to make sure they know the guidelines.
You're really sweet. You know that? I don't think it would be any old ref that would spend some time to try to make sure someone has some support, you know?
Excuse me real quick, I have a check to roll. 11. Doesn't
Badump.
affect me.
Badump. The romance roll called Badump. Okay. Alright.
Storm chuckles a bit at that and just shakes her head. Surely there's others who would have done the same.
Well, if there are others, I haven't found them yet. There's something special, Storm.
I am a dragon in a referee outfit.
Ooh. Oh, look at this. She reaches over and she thumbs a part of your referee shirt. Oh, it looks like you hit a snag here. You know what? Why don't you come... Lucky, please. Jesus Christ.
Dang it,
Lucky wants
Lucky.
to play silk ball.
Like
Here.
this place stuff, wow.
This is what Lucky typed. See, I have the fucking foresight that if the cat gets anywhere near my keyboard, I immediately click over to like a notepad or something. That way, if he inputs anything, it's not gonna fuck up my stream. That is the message.
E4, 5.
Yeah, here, I'll put it into chat too, so you can enjoy. That's the message that my cat had to share with all of you as he walked across my keyboard.
I think he's trying to say here.
So
Said something about a snag on my uniform.
yes, thank you. She says, why don't you come on over to the live action role-playing guild sometime? I've got some needle and thread over there. I can help you fix that right up.
Okay, it is a little snug. They didn't have many outfits for dragons.
No, we'll fix that. That's all. That's nothing. You want to meet up tonight? Maybe catch some dinner?
Hold on. I gotta roll something real quick.
Confidence 4.
Storm recoils a little bit. I appreciate it, but then not tonight.
All right. No rush. Well, before the next match, it is one of the tenets of being a good referee. You've got to have your twos. You got to be prepared. Make sure you get that fixed, all right?
Oh, okay.
Good work today. See you around.
See ya, Rosie Meffin Bip was Fudlums.
Oh my god. My cat, somehow my cat has just made space on my desk. Okay, imagine this is his body, right? My mouse is directly in the middle, like under his belly. If I reach for that shit, he's gonna bite me.
Can you pick up the cat to show us, like, what the cat looks like?
Can I pick you up? Yeah, baby.
Is he a nibbler?
you.
Ah!
He
Yeah.
bite you. He bite.
He just tried to nibble your face?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Lucky. Bye.
That's the fluffiest cat.
I know.
He's so fluffy.
So fluffy.
Oh, he doesn't want me to put him down. Okay.
He's like, you
Oh.
picked me up. You chose this life.
Mhm, you
Why?
chose this.
Oh, he's leaning against me. Oh,
Oh.
hi, baby. It's
You're
okay.
welcome. I instigated
stuck?
this.
Mhm.
Oh no.
What's happening? I need to DM. Let me go. Okay.
Stella, you gotta roll a d20.
And right back where he was.
It's okay. I got
Yeah.
the mouse. All right. As you begin to button up this conversation and head back, group of you meet up in the Biblioplex. A long, tiring day of all of these various activities. You're joined together in a common area with common experiences.
How was y'all's day?
Fine. Not much happened, really.
Hmm. What about you, Mary? Storm? What were you two up to?
I think we had a silk ball, a game, and I think Rosie asked me on a date.
Oh,
Ooh.
Turned it down.
What? Why?
Confidence?
I thought you seemed a little off. I wasn't sure what happened.
Confidence? Well, you'll. I know sometimes it trips you up a little bit, Storm, but I say if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if there's gonna be another chance, there's gonna be one that'll come down the road eventually again. How did the game go for you, Miri? I think you played in it, didn't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
No.
oh.
Well, sounds like you didn't have a good day. You had a very shy to yourself day, and you seem to have all right. How about this? How about all of us here, either right here or we find a spot, because I don't know if we all know where all the spots are completely yet. Dinner's on me tonight.
Why does everyone keep
cheater, I
trying to
don't
buy
have
me
to eat.
dinner?
This is a this is a celebration thing. I'm doing this as a form of generosity, so I can be a tiny bit selfish. I had some of the most wonderful news told to me today, and they've really appreciated the work I've been doing the past couple days, and I'm getting a raise. So
Stands up. You get to
Congratulations.
see a vertical dragon, kind of like a Komodo dragon, wide stance, arms hanging at their side,
Mhm.
as she slaps both paws down on the table with a thud. But for now, we have to study. I know you forgot last time.
That's true. We do need to study.
As Storm mentions this, you realize tomorrow is the exam.
Oh, frick.
All right, so that is true. That's true. How about this? My pay is not going to change between now and the end of the exam. So either all of us are going to have a happy exam, or we're still all going to have mixed feelings. But either way, we're all going to have some good food. So I say after the test, we all gather around, and I'll buy everyone something to eat.
I
'Cause
won't
I
say
should
no to
study.
that.
Storm pulls from their bag of holding a very large textbook and slams it on the table for everyone to read.
Okay, we get it.
So you just carry that around now, huh?
You have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
And
Are
how
you
far are
embarrassed
you
you were
on the
sleeping in
payment of that,
class?
bud?
What?
Go ahead.
Are you embarrassed you were sleeping in class?
Excuse you?
What?
I was not.
You super were. You like super were.
I don't sleep in class.
Okay, but you did this time. Oh.
I think
My profile is just very relaxed.
I think as this
Yeah.
conversation goes on and the group of you are considering studying or not, this is a perfect place for us to end the session for today. I want to say
Yay.
thank you so much to everyone here with my cast. Thank you so much, everyone who was able to join us for the stream, and then everyone who's watching us over on YouTube. We're going to go around real quick. And please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's episode was. And we're going to start with Mathis.
Hello, I'm Mathis. You can find me on X or Blue Sky at Mathis Sheaths. I mostly just retweet or single boost stuff that I love. Don't really have much going on right now myself. But I played Tomerix, the Earth Genasi Druid Poison. I think my favorite thing today was the narrative splitting the party, doing our own little jobs and things. I've been looking forward to us kind of like breaking off and doing those little individual activities. But also, I'm glad that we finally reunited a man with his wife. It's good. It's good. It's a good feeling. This is the second campaign. We in Frost Maiden before this reunited two husbands. So it's a nice little thread that happened in both campaigns.
You're right.
But yeah,
Clay should appear over at Strixhaven.
I would not be opposed to that. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. We'll pop on over to VertigoCross.
Hey, I'm Vertigo or V. I'm a variety streamer over on Twitch. I like to play a bunch of different games, maybe something you've seen before, so come check it out. As for my favorite part, it's a hard one because there was a lot of stuff that happened this session. We went all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I really enjoyed Zombie's reaction to me talking about all the different ways to use mayo.
Hey, you never know. That might come in handy.
It's very versatile.
It is. Thank you very much. Pop on over to Willow.
Hi everybody, I'm Willow. You can find me at ArianaSweave at either Blue Sky or Twitter. I think Erzmatalk was really, really close, but Drasimir reading his little poem was possibly the cutest thing I've seen all week. So, yeah. I love Drasimir! He was so cute when I talked to him. And now he's cute here. He's just cute all the time.
He's just a
He
little
just likes
guy.
fun. He's just a little huge minotaur man.
Why didn't I volunteer in the library?
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Pop on over to Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z. I'm free names you like to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, so it's up to your own discretion. Today I played Alexander Thume, and he's a happy little wizard boy. Favorite part from tonight, probably. Oh gosh, there's so many. So I'm gonna go with two that have not really been mentioned yet. One is just we find out that not only is the wife a doll, which I think we sort of suspected, but it's also a doll that has, according to the D6 I saw, comes with one of 6 cool action phrases, as we heard, with chocolate and such. And the second part, I think, is fun because I don't know how often, like, I feel like sometimes I'm chaotic, but I don't know if I'm as chaotic as V and some others are. But I do like the fact that your first initial thought was not Alex being the kind-hearted person he is. He's going to find a nice place to put this note and just be thankful. Was, no, I'm going to blow this trumpet in this man's ear who's been nothing but nice to me.
I don't know. Look,
you were very chaotic today.
When you've been DMing as long as I have, you gotta stay light on your feet, right? Like literally anything can happen at any time, right?
That's very true. Yeah.
Is Alexander suddenly, like, after getting a poem, gonna go on his villain arc? Maybe. I don't know.
That's Joker moment. He got a poem.
But I thought that was a fun little, like, miscommunication moment that is, like, it's really fun. Because I feel like sometime down the road, I'm going to do something that's going to make you react the way I did. You're going to go, what? So that'll be fun to kind of tie that together. But if you're so inclined, you can find me at ZombieFighter89 on both the Twitter and Blue Sky app. If you go there, there is a pinned message. Within that message is a Google Doc sheet of all of the cool, like, videos that I've done. In speaking of which, part of the videos that I do consistently every week are the different Patreon games that I'm a part of. So if you have enjoyed Stella's content, and why wouldn't you, and you also enjoyed me being on screen, which I'm very thankful for, you can find me 2 more times. One time will be next week, Ghost Assault Marsh at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, so the opposite Wednesday of this, where I play Finn Coulson, and we just did a little bit of a dungeon crawly thing, and we're gonna find out what evidence that we have and bring it brought and see what happens there. And then last night we had Humblewood, where I played Leon Priest, professional wrestler extraordinaire. Yeah, and we also did some investigation stuff a little bit in there. We brought some stuff to the council that's there.
It's the every time. Yeah. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can't do it the way you do it.
Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan of 10,000 million years, so that's one of the first things.
Say his iconic line.
Yeah. I think it comes with a rite of passage almost. If you're a gigantic wrestling fan, that you end up doing a Macho Man impression. It's just, it's one of the easiestly done impressions.
Within the first year, I knew how to do one of becoming a wrestling fan. Like right? In the last few years, so it's not very long, but it's the rite of passage almost.
Yeah. So those are fun adventures. V is also on that one as Jack as well, so that's also fun if you've enjoyed V as well in this game. And then if you are just a fan of Stella, first of all, please make sure you're following here on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, hello YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe, all of the fun stuff, because all of the stuff that's on Twitch will eventually go to YouTube. And it'll be a nice little catalog of all kinds of stuff you can watch. More content on the way as well, because I've been doing this lately for Stella, because I want to do it again. Friday, 8 p.m. Mad as hell. Fun little one-shot thing. I think it's one shot going on, and it should be really a lot of fun. And then a game that is also continuing, kind of like ours is. I think it's like every other Saturday or such. We have Undying Corruption, which has been a really fun. I think is a Korean mythology-inspired thing. I have the book over there somewhere. I bought it. I got stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, please come join more stuff here. There's always fun on the channel because you never know what Stella will stream, but guaranteed, whatever they stream is going to be amazing.
Aw, thank you so much. Aw,
Okay,
Quick, everyone, make her
10,
cry.
to- 10
yay.
toes down in agreement. 10 toes down in agreement.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have to do an outro now. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.